Oh, Chike. Chike. Chike, I'd take you for a ride. Also, if you just ask, I'll drive.
Why
There
you
you go.
say I can't talk? Then?
I say like
What?
none of you guys can
Well,
talk.
I'm one of the none of you. No,
Well, no, you're a mental case,
You
Chike. You
can't.
know that.
no, I'm not. Wait. I'm not the none of you. Can
What?
See, this is what I
What are the
mean,
words
Chike.
you're
You
saying?
can't talk. You get all flustered.
am
You're
I?
all over
Am
the
I?
place. Can you please
a-
calm down? What is it you
Am
want to
I
say?
one? Am I one of the none of you? Because you were addressing me. You said none of you. I'm guessing I'm part of a group. A group.
Yeah, none
You're
of
part
you
of the
can
group.
talk about this, Chike. Yes.
Here, I'm talking.
Yeah. You're just talking, but you're not talking about the issue.
What is the issue?
The issue is
You're
what's
saying
up
words.
with you, Chike. Why are you obsessed with everything I
What's
do?
the
What is
issue?
it? What's the issue,
That,
Chike?
that's the issue.
Yeah, what is your issue?
I'm asking you, why don't you take the other debate?
What
I've
is your
asked him for
issue,
the
Chike?
terms, Chikey. Right? It's the
Here the
we
terms
need
are
to
there.
talk to sort this out, right? Now,
Here the
it's not
terms.
you, is it? You don't want to debate me because you obviously can't. Why do you have
I'll
an
debate you
issue
any day of
about
debate.
other people doing things?
I'll debate you any day of debate. Listen, the terms are there, and
They're
I
not
I
terms
don't
for a
Chike,
wait.
quit
There
debate,
trying
are
to
Chikey.
terms.
deflect.
There are terms, and except number five,
I'll
which I don't
Chikey,
agree
I'll
with.
talk to him about
But you,
that one.
but
Right? Do you
I
want to sort
can
one out for yourself?
no.
No. Well,
I'm just
why?
saying
Why do you have an issue with me discussing something with somebody else? What's up with that?
you're not discussing.
What?
You're avoiding
No, because he
discussion.
can't talk, Chikey.
What do you mean you can't talk?
Where is he?
Chike, quit asking questions and answer the question.
Do
Plato
you need to
Chips, the
talk?
guy that you're coming in here to talk for, can't talk for himself, right? Now,
Why?
I know, Chikey, wait a minute, I know you're obsessed with me.
I
You
don't know
can't
what you
think
mean.
straight when you're around, Chikey. You can't talk for
It's
somebody
unhealthy, Chike.
else. You're not even fit to
I
talk for
don't.
yourself.
What do you want? You want a conference?
It's not healthy for you, Chike.
You want a voice conference? That's what you want.
Doesn't
That's
seem
what
like
you
you're.
mean by
It
talk.
doesn't seem
No,
like
no,
you're having
no, don't
healthy
tell me. I was
behaviors.
talking to Bev. Why you talk over me?
Yeah, but I'm just saying
We're
it
not
doesn't seem like
live.
you're
You
very.
can
You're
chill.
having very healthy behaviors towards Bev.
We're not live. You can chill. No one here.
No, I know. I don't give a shit.
So why are
I'm
you talking
telling
to
you
me?
because you're not listening. You're not
I'm
answering any
asking
questions.
me
You're
not
off your
answering
rocker.
question. Which question I didn't answer?
Oh, come on,
The first
Chikey.
one.
Stop
Which
deflecting the
first one?
fucking one that you came in here for. What are
That
you in here for, Chikey?
I'm here to first of all to show you I can talk. Second, I'm here
Yeah,
to
we
ask
know.
you why you don't accept this challenge.
I've
The
already,
terms
Chikey,
are
Chikey,
clear.
I will talk to the person that has issued that fucking ridiculous challenge. Me, I will talk to him. If it's a him, could be a her, could be a they, could be a them. I don't know. But when I do talk to them about it, it will be me talking to them about it. Now, the
Really.
question on the table is, Chikey, why the fuck are you so obsessed with me?
I'm not obsessed with you.
Your actions speak otherwise.
No, you can speak however you want. How did the
Okay.
Blue said
How the
free
fuck does
speech,
what you
right?
just said make any sense, please?
What? That you can speak for yourself, whatever you want? Doesn't make sense.
Chikey, what are you talking
Oh
about?
boy.
Please.
You are mad.
You need
He
to see
said something
someone
about
about
me.
this, Chikey. It's fucking
No.
terrible.
Chike, have
He's
you been up all night?
no, certainly not. Actually, good sleep.
Are you
Oh, okay.
medicated?
I do take some medication, but you can't say I'm medicated.
It's okay if you are.
No, it's just something for pain. That's it.
You just sound a bit slow, Chike. I don't want to, I don't want to say that you're
Oh,
talking shit and you're
I
obsessed with me, but you are
I
talking
do.
shit and you're obsessed with me. It doesn't
I
make nothing
do.
you say makes sense.
You're paranoid. You're paranoid, Ben. I'm not obsessed
I'm not
with that.
paranoid about you not
Oh,
making
you
sense,
know.
Chike.
I didn't say you're paranoid about me. You're
Still
paranoid.
haven't answered Beth's
Period.
first question.
Period. I
Yeah.
did answer it. Maybe you don't like the
Okay.
answer. That's
So
one thing, but
what
I did
is it
answer it.
you are in here for, Chike? Just to talk shit?
I'm
Or
just
do you just want
here.
to be
Yeah.
around us? You want to feel like you're part of the
No.
group?
I'm here to show you talk shit.
Do you need a hug?
No, thank you, Sugar Cookie.
No, I mean we could give you a group hug.
Are
You
you
know, if
making a
you need.
move on me? You didn't have enough with Blue.
I mean, I wasn't offering a
It
hug
wasn't you.
to you. Like, do you need a group hug? Like in
Chike,
general.
Chike's talking
Well,
about
don't hate it.
Blue with you, Sugar
No, no,
Cookie, so it's
no.
very obvious that Chike's been
Bev,
I
listening to
know.
some
Bev,
videos of
I
where he's
said,
seen you starring with your
no,
Don't blame
conversation
him.
with
Bev, I
PhD
Can't
Tony, I
said,
blame him.
think.
Can't blame him.
Bev,
Yeah.
I said I confused Sugar Cookie with someone else. So,
Oh, right.
He's like,
Okay. So, yeah.
he's like
He just
coming into
confused
a
you.
group and saying, "Who wants to hug me?"
He's
I
confused
didn't
as
ask
who
for a
you
hug, did
are.
I?
So he's already said he's confused.
That's if
That's an
that's your
opening. That's your opening line, Chikey, is
if that's your
confusion. Like we know.
if if that's your interpretation, Sugar Cookie, that's your interpretation. I
Uh,
didn't ask
Those are
for a
your
hug.
words,
Wh-
not interpretation.
Where
That's
did
your
I
word.
say? Where did I say?
You
Give
don't
me a
even
hug.
remember what you said.
Ah, right.
You
You
don't
don't
remember
remember
what you
because I
said.
never said give me a hug ever,
Oh,
or
No,
I
no.
want a
oh,
Oh
hug,
sugar
boy.
or
cookie. Can
anything
you
like it.
can you keep out of this? You're
Boy.
getting confusing with your hugs
Yeah,
stuff. I
yeah.
mean,
I know.
he's
I'm sorry.
forgotten. He's
I didn't mean to
distracted
confuse
him.
Shike.
See, Bev didn't hear me say nothing about the hug.
He still hadn't answered your first question.
Sure, and Emma, I don't know. Maybe she didn't either. It's only you, Sugar. It's in your head.
Chikey, like, are you saying you actually answered the question? What you came
I
in here
said I'm
for?
not obsessed with you. I said,
You're
why are you
not.
obsessed with me? Yes, you asked.
But
You
you
can't ask
are,
why
obviously,
about
Chikey.
something.
You followed me on Twitter. If you look at your Twitter account and the history and the post history, have you ever talked to anybody else on
Oh,
Twitter
you know I
about
did.
anybody else other than
Oh,
me?
you know I did.
Who else have you talked to
Other guys that talk shit, I tell them they
about
talk
me?
shit, didn't I know?
Oh no, so
What I
you
say?
go after other people as well, then, do you?
Well, yeah, when they're interfering with my work, I go after them.
If we had a percentage, what would you say? Like 99% obsessed with Bev?
Yes, because they learned the lesson and they
So
don't
nice.
challenge me anymore. They don't challenge me anymore.
So all of the Twitter stuff and all of the stuff that's in the Discord channel, right, over the past, say, 3 weeks, you're obsessed, Chikey. These thoughts that
I
you're
made, I
having
made this.
can't be normal, right?
I made this account early August, I think. So it's more than 3 weeks. Like I said, 9 weeks. We are waiting for your modest tolerance. Where is it?
Shaky. Everybody needs, you know, inclusion. We get it, but this is not the
I
right way
don't
to go
know.
about
I
it.
don't know what you need, but you shouldn't reflect that on me. Saying everyone needs, that's a no-no.
Are you all right, Chikey? You okay? Like,
So I
really?
can speak, right? Yeah, I'm fine.
Good.
Why are you worried?
I don't want to seem like I'm taking advantage of somebody who's,
Who?
not mentally capable.
Who taken advantage? Who is not mentally capable? I'm asking a question. How do you lie to yourself looking at this picture? I never get an answer. Well, maybe the swear bots, maybe they answer. I don't know, but because I don't see their replies. But I don't think anyone answer. Anyone that I can see, like Sugar Cookie, doesn't answer this question.
Don't lie
How
to
do you
myself.
lie to yourself
I
when
don't
you
lie
look
to
at this
myself
picture?
when I look at
Yeah, you
pictures.
see the drop,
I
Bev.
don't.
What?
Is the quite the simple answer.
So you see the picture. You see my depictions of two hypotheses. One is level is horizontal, and one is level is not horizontal.
I,
It's
I just
curved.
take it as a picture, Chikey.
That's it.
What
Yeah,
about
I don't
That's
make
how
any
going
you.
about this the
conclusions
wrong
from it.
That's
way?
how you deal with it. It's just a picture.
Yeah,
Because
I don't draw
reality,
any conclusions from a
you
picture.
a picture that
There's a
represents
mental
reality.
process that goes on
Okay, Bev,
afterwards,
because
Chikey.
Bev, you know that pictures show reality.
What do they say? A picture is worth how many words? I
Maybe
think
thousand.
you're. Yeah, I think you've almost said all of them.
So how do you ignore this picture? Those thousand words, how do you ignore them? How do you make them go? Let me not see the curve there. No, there's no drop from horizontal there. Definitely not, right?
There's
How do you
there's
do it?
loads of horizontals in that picture, Chikey. You've
N-
just drawn red lines on a few of them, but I mean, like the whole picture could be filled with horizontals,
Wait,
really,
wait,
if
wait,
you wanted
wait.
to. If you wanted to
If you
draw
say there are many
horizontals,
horizontals, there's many horizontals.
yeah, they'd
So
all be
if there
parallel,
is an
Chikey.
that's it. There are no parallel. From the eye of the observer to each horizontal, it's different angle. How are they parallel?
You need some
Horizontals,
sleep or something.
horizontals are always parallel, Chikey.
I know you say it, but in
Yeah,
picture we see that from the eye of the observer to every
you just
elevation
see a
point,
picture, Chikey.
1,200 feet, to every 1,200 feet elevation is a different angle. It can't be
A bit of
parallel, can
feedback
it?
there, Bloods.
Sorry, Jared.
I don't know what you're
And,
saying, Chikey. You're
and I
saying
drew
there's
you
a
the.
picture there, and I think everyone would agree that whenever you see a picture, it is completely filled with horizontals, and you could draw as many horizontal lines on the picture as you want. They'd
Well,
all be parallel.
well, I drew like three, and they all were not parallel.
They were the horizontals that you drew on the picture. Yeah, they were all
Yeah.
parallel.
Really?
Yeah.
Let's
Yeah, they
look
were.
again. Hold on, hold on.
You you're just drawing
Was she
lines on a
nuts?
picture. You're drawing horizontal lines on a picture that are horizontal, and then saying that they're
Here,
not horizontal.
here, here. We have 1,200.
One, two, three, four. There's four there that say
Ignore the
1,200
top one.
feet. But
Yeah,
so
ignore the
we
top
can
one.
disregard all of the writing on them. It's meaningless. You've just drawn red lines on the picture that are all horizontal and they are all
Never mind the
parallel.
horizontal line. The lines are not horizontal. It's just line I drew. The
But
lines
they are
only.
straight lines, aren't they? That go from left
Yeah,
to
I know.
right across the
No,
page that
no
are
shit.
parallel with the plane of the horizon.
No shit, Beth.
Yeah, all of
But
them.
all that matter is the point above the object I'm talking about. Not
No,
the
no,
whole line. Not the whole
no. The
line.
lines being
Just
parallel
one
and
just
horizontal is your case, right? You're trying to
exact.
say that by drawing horizontal lines on the picture, you're going to say that horizontals aren't parallel?
Listen carefully,
Is
Beth.
that your argument, Chikey?
Listen carefully, Beth.
Yeah,
Those lines are
yeah.
only important at
No, they
one
are.
point.
They are horizontal
There is
lines.
only one. There is only one important point on those lines, and that's the point above the object that we're talking about.
No, they're
In
horizontal
example,
lines. That's what a
in
horizontal line
example,
is, Chakey.
in
I think you
example,
might be misunderstanding what a
in
horizontal line is, Chakey.
example, in example, 1,200 feet, a turbine. Only the point above the turbine matters, not the whole
But
line.
those turbines
Not
aren't
the whole
1,200 feet. You've
Bev,
done what Blue
Bev,
Marble did.
Bev,
Did
listen.
you tell Blue Marble to make me 350 feet tall
Only
by
small
your drawing
minds
your lines
talk
on the picture?
about people, Bev. I don't talk about people.
Like, this is the wrong way to go about getting attention,
I
bro.
don't know what you're talking about, Chike. You've drawn
I'm talking
horizontal
about the
lines on a
point.
piece of
I'm talking about the
on a
point.
picture.
On this line, there is a point, and the only point that matters is the point above the object.
No, I think
An
the
example,
point that you're
wind
confused,
turbine.
Chike, is the
Why
big
you
point.
have to talk over me with
Because
these
you're not
lines?
understanding
We're
what a
not.
horizontal
I do
line is,
understand what
Chike.
the horizontal line is, Bev.
You know what a horizontal line is. The red ones in your picture. The ones that
The
you drew
line.
Yeah,
on a
several.
picture
Why are
that
you
somebody
interrupting him? Stop
else.
interrupting
No,
him,
not
Chunky.
horizontal lines. They are red lines.
Stop interrupting Bev when he's talking.
I've got it up on
No,
big screen
no,
now,
you got
Chike.
it wrong, Mikey. I was talking. Bev was talking over
No, you
me.
just talked over. I actually waited until I knew you were talking over him to jump in and point out you were over
Okay,
talking him.
okay.
So
Let's do it
don't
again.
fucking
Let's do
do
it
it
again.
again. Okay,
Let's
Hank?
do it again. The
Chike.
It's
line is
MO.
not important, Bev. Only the point
The
above
lines are
the
the
object. You see,
horizontals, Chike.
Mikey, who is talking over who?
What
You're just
is your
drawing unimportant
argument,
lines.
Chike? Please say your argument
You
out
admitted that.
clearly.
Yeah, you just admitted you're drawing unimportant lines. That's
Right.
ridiculous.
Only one point on this line is important. And the point that is
Why
important
did
is
you draw a
above the
line?
object that I'm talking about.
Why did
If
you
it's
draw
the
a
tower,
line
Why
then,
would
it's
you
the point
draw
Chike?
them?
above the tower.
Why did you
Point.
draw a line, Chike, if they're
How would you
unimportant?
see? How would I bring the 1,200 feet to there?
I haven't
That's
got a
your
clue what
point.
you're
That's your
If
talking
you
problem.
about,
draw a point,
Chike.
you will not see it, right? Point it which has no path.
That it doesn't make any sense,
no.
Chike. Literally, looking at that picture, I don't know whether that's the state of your mind or what, but it just nothing on that picture makes any sense to anyone.
If it doesn't make sense to you, you need to go to school, babe.
Explain it, Chike. Explain to us.
I'm trying. You talk.
Yeah, I know. You've got a confused mind.
So
But
the lines
start
are
at the
not
beginning.
The lines are
Yes,
not
please,
important.
Chike, because you can't just throw a picture at somebody and then
Don't
say,
over me, sugar.
explain
Don't
that.
let me explain it.
He
Then
said
tell
the
me I don't
lines.
explain.
Right, the lines, Chike. We understand what a
The
line is,
line.
right? Through geometry.
The lines lead from the text to the point that is being talked about. In example, wind turbine.
There's no
The
arrow.
only you don't let me finish.
But
babe.
you said the
can't.
lines go
It's
to the point. There's 2
impossible.
points of
Your
a straight line, Chike.
affliction. You feel your affliction.
In the basic
is going to kick
understanding,
in.
in the basic understanding of a line,
Do I
it
need
has
to
2
start from the
points at the extremities of
beginning?
it.
I know.
So do you mean either of the 2 points are the point that you're talking about? Or any point along the line that you're talking about?
A point on the line.
Any point on any one of those lines. That's why you've drawn horizontal
any
lines on
point.
a picture. So we can
Not-
have any point along it at an
Again.
equal elevation, right? That's what you've done.
Again, the only important point on each of those lines is the point of the item that I talk about. An example.
So the
wind
line,
turbine,
Chike, yeah.
wind turbine, the only point that is important is straight up from the wind turbine.
Which
The
wind
rest of
turbine?
the line is not important at all.
It's showing us your confusion, Chike.
I'm not confused. You
Okay.
are. Now, if you didn't get that, what I said now, Beth, you need
Well, I
to
didn't.
go.
Yeah, that
read
doesn't make
book
any
number
sense,
one
Chike.
and go over the proof.
You've drawn horizontal lines, and now you're saying it's only a point. But you're not saying which point on the line, because the line is horizontal. And all of those points on those lines you think have an equal elevation.
I just did
Except
say,
you've drawn
what
another
I
line
did,
and put the same elevation on it.
When you talk, Bev, when you're afflicted
You're crazy,
with
Chike.
pain, you can't hear what I say. You get it?
I tell you what, I'm going to go and make myself a brew. Why don't you try and explain to somebody else rather than me? Pretend I'm not
What
here.
about you for the brew?
Pretend you've just gone down to the local pub and you're talking to one of your mates about this
I'm
new
trying to.
argument that you've developed. And so
I'm
you can
trying,
whip
but
out your
my mate-
phone, right? And you can say, look at this picture here. Explain.
But
Explain
my
to your
mate-
mate at the pub while I'm just making a brew. Go on, Chike.
But my
please.
mate is talking over me all the time. So who else
What can I
wants
get?
to be smart?
What can I get you, sir? Would you like a beer? Can I get you a beer?
No,
Oh,
thank
what is that? Oh, you have a picture. Tell us about your picture.
Oh, that's very smart, Mike. Wow, I'm impressed. So how
Look
do
at him.
you how do you
He
lie
can't
to
even
yourself
talk about it.
about what you
He
see?
can't even talk about it. Talk
How
about your
do you
picture.
lie? I
Chike,
am.
talk about your red lines.
How do
Sir
you
Mike's
explain?
question, Chike.
How do you explain this picture to yourself? Not
Answer
me.
Mike's question.
Not me. What? I didn't hear your question. You were talking over me and Mike.
Hi,
No,
you have a
I
picture.
was not.
Tell us about your picture.
So this picture is picture of reality. And how do you lie to yourself about it? That's my question.
You
Tell us
just
about
walked
your
into my
picture.
wait. Excuse me. You've just walked into my bar, pushed an 8x11 picture in front of me,
No,
and said to me, "How am I lying to you about it? What kind of fucking asshole are you? Get the fuck out of my bar. Learn some manners.
go fuck yourself, Mike. You have nothing to say.
Well, learn to talk to your barman a little more politely, and maybe I'll look at your stupid picture.
You're not my barman.
Do you not?
Oh,
Do you not? Well, you've just come into my bar and
It's not a
asked me
bar.
about your picture. Have
It's
you
not
not
a
come into
bar.
my
And it's
bar?
certainly not
You've
yours.
just come into my bar and asked me about my picture. Bev's
Mike,
not
it's
here.
not your
My bar
bar.
now.
It's
Hey,
not
hey,
a
Shikey.
bar.
Hey, Shikey.
It's
Shut
not
the
a
fuck up.
bar. Not
Yeah,
your
great. Bev's
bar.
not here.
And
I'm
not
now your
your
barman.
anyway.
Bev's gone. Bev's gone. You're going to
I
talk
know
about your
Bev is
picture.
gone, so shut
Tell
the
us.
fuck up. I heard
Tell
you.
us
Why
about.
do you have to
Tell
keep
us
talking?
about your
I
picture.
heard your
Tell us
nonsense.
about. Tell us about your picture, Chikey.
Yes, Sugar Cookie. What was your question?
My question was, when are you going to answer Mike's question?
What is Mike's question?
Ask Mike.
No. You said Mike had a question.
Yeah, I'm here to tell you what my question is. Hi.
What is your
You pushed.
what
You pushed an
how many
8.5,
bars
11
have you
piece of
been
paper.
kicked out of, Chike?
I think
Yeah.
I asked the question.
Explain your picture.
Nobody
Explain your
answered.
picture.
Why do I need to explain it? I asked you to explain it.
Because you're
How do you
presenting
lie
it,
to yourself?
knucklehead.
How do you lie to yourself? That's my question.
Okay, so you've just come in here and said to me, how am I lying to myself based on a picture that you haven't even told me what it is?
I don't need to tell you what it is. This picture.
Okay, well, I'm not lying to
It's-
myself. It's a picture.
this
There's a tower.
picture-
You've drawn some horizontal red lines. What else do you need to know?
This picture speaks for itself. Idiots don't understand what it says.
Can you please explain?
Dude,
Explain your picture.
take it into any coffee shop in the world, and I dare you to say, why do you lie to yourself about this picture to anyone you show it to? Please go to a coffee shop right now. Walk out of your little hovel in Tel Aviv and walk down to the local schmata salesman and ask him what he has to say.
Are we in a
Chike,
coffee
calm
shop?
down, Chike.
Do you sell coffee here?
Are you delusional? I didn't say you were in a coffee shop.
I'm delusional.
I just said go. I just said go
Your
to
coffee
any
shop
coffee
that I walked
shop
into.
and take your picture
This is
and
not
to
a
ask
coffee
people.
shop, Mike.
Go. I'm not saying it is. I said
This-
go to one, take your
Why would
picture
I?
there, and ask because you
Why
want to know why
would
people
I?
are lying. You want to know.
Why
Stop
would I?
over talking me, you filthy shite. Stop
Why
talking over me.
would I
Hey,
do it,
hey,
Mike?
Shank.
Because
Hey,
you
Shanky.
said it.
Stop over talking me. Oh,
Maybe
stop
you
over
go
talking me,
to a local
Shanky.
coffee shop and tell them that level is horizontal and earth is flat.
Yeah, I will.
Go ahead,
Absolutely. I'll tell
That's
the guys.
Check. Yes,
I'll tell the
we all
guys
know
next
that,
to
but
my
what does
pool
it have
right
to do with
now.
We all know that. Only you know that. Only 10 people here know that.
Yeah, but what does that have to do with your picture again? That you're trying to present? You can't explain that with words?
Look at the picture. Look at the drawings below.
Look at it.
The
Look at it. Just
illustration.
look at it. Look at it. Okay, well, can
Now,
you
okay,
explain
can
that
I
with
finish
words?
one sentence without you talking over me?
Chike, calm down. Calm
It's a
down.
question.
Don't need to
It's
get
a
violent.
yes, no question. There's no I don't know here.
No, it's a conversation. It's explain
and
your
my
picture
question
that
is,
you're
can I
presenting.
finish a sentence without you talking over me?
Good morning.
What a fucking asshole you are. You've overtalked me the entire time. What a dick you are,
Say
Chike.
anything. You were talking about
Dude.
coffee shops.
Dude,
It's a tactic.
show your
You're
picture
talking
to
about
anyone.
coffee shops
Explain
here.
it to them. Okay, go outside, walk up to any
Why
person.
would I?
They're all people
Why
here.
would I?
Because you want to know why people are lying to themselves about your picture.
Right.
So go ask people why they are lying to themselves about your picture.
People
Show it
who
to
did-
anyone.
people-
Anyone you want.
People
Go ahead.
people who did not see my picture do not lie to themselves about it, but you did.
I've
Explain
lied
it.
to myself
Explain
about
the
your
picture,
picture.
you knucklehead. Knucklehead.
So, sugar cookie, the picture with the diagrams are self-explanatory. I think
Then
very
then
well
show
if
it to
we
someone.
take a kid.
Show it to
Thank you for talking
anyone.
over me, man.
Show it to anyone.
Hey,
Show it
Chike.
to show it to anyone. Show it to anyone.
Thank
Show
you
it to
for
anyone.
talking
Show it
over
to
me.
anyone. Show it to anyone. Show it to anyone. Show it to anyone.
Chike,
And
I
say
didn't see the picture. I didn't see the picture. Can you post it
You
in chat?
didn't see the picture. Seriously, you got
No, go on.
The picture is here.
Where? Post it.
100 times a day.
I didn't see it. Which one is it? Oh.
Hold on, too many.
Wait, quit interrupting. He's talking to me. Right, Chike?
Here, Gadget. You see the picture?
I don't
Is
see
it
it. I'm not looking at it.
self-explaining or not?
Do you know how? Let me ask you this. Do you know how to answer a question? Or here's two questions. You can choose to answer either one. First question is, do you know how to answer a question because you haven't all night? And the next question is, can you not explain your presentation of your picture?
That was double negative there, a bit confusing. Can you not
Well,
explain?
work it out. Work it out. Work it out.
So, yes, I can answer the question.
Either one of them is fine.
I said, yes, I can answer a question. That's an answer.
Everybody stop interrupting Chike right now. He's talking to me.
Do you understand the picture, Gadget?
No. Don't start talking to somebody else now.
Sugar.
You're
Go clean
deflecting.
your ears.
You're deflecting.
Go clean your ears.
You're
I said, yes,
deflecting.
I can answer a question, which is an answer to your
My
question.
questions. So you answered somebody
said
else's
yes. You
question now?
answer, can you answer a question? And my answer is yes. Do you get it?
Okay, so go ahead. Answer a question.
Do you understand the picture?
No, can you explain it to us, please?
But you don't understand from all the drawings and what you see in the picture. You don't understand what's going on.
No, what's going on,
The
Chike?
numbers and
Explain your presentation. Have you ever given a presentation, Chike?
Yeah.
Do you know, like, if you give somebody a presentation and you just walk out the room and expect them to give you $1,000 or whatever,
for the slow class,
or 10,000 or five,
the observer,
$50,000, $100,000, and you show them some pictures and say, okay, there.
The observer is on a hill 1,200 feet high. You see it on the left where it says observer in my drawing.
Uh-huh.
The tower is only 600 feet high, not high. It's the top of the tower, which is actually more than the tower is. The tower is only 546, but I made it simple. Then we have the mountain, which is 1750 feet. Now, if level is horizontal, and I assume level is horizontal, then 1200 elevation, where the tower is 600 feet above the tower. That's where I drew the 1200 feet elevation line. But the 1200 elevation line on the mountain is below 1750. I think we can agree. So I don't know if it's closer to the water, if we see the whole mountain or not, but we know it's below 1750. That's for sure. Now, why do I see the top of the mountain? I try to draw it on level is horizontal, and I should look down to the sea. I should see water, and I should see the tower, the mountain above them, way above them. But if Earth is curved, then the line of sight, as you can see, intersect the tower, which is lower, and still is above the mountain, which is higher. No problem. So I think level is not horizontal. What do you think?
Well, I can see the
This is
sea.
pure gold.
Was I
Pure
clear
gold,
enough?
Chike. That's what I think.
Do I need to any clarification? Something you didn't understand? Without Bev interrupting, it's easy, right?
You're down to
I
me.
think
So
pure gold.
the upper hypothesis that Earth is level, which I drew it level. I drew it straight parallel line to the zero level from the observer to the tower. Shouldn't see the from the observer to the mountain. You shouldn't see the tower there. The
Get it
observer,
all
in
out,
order to
Chike.
see the tower, needs to look down, as we see in this line of sight that is slanted down, which is true on the globe also. On the globe and on flat Earth, both in both cases, the observer is looking down to the tower. There's no question about it. Now the question is, why is the mountain lower? Because we know on level is horizontal Earth, you should look up to the mountain and not down. But we know we look down to the tower, and then we look even further down to the mountain. How do you explain it in your paradigms?
Are you done?
I'm done. Yes, I'm asking you now.
I'll be your
how do
emotional
you explain
tampon.
this?
Keep going. Keep
How do you
going.
explain this to yourself?
Love it. I'm loving this. Keep going.
There's no to keep going. I explained what you asked. Now it's your turn to say, how do you explain it to yourself? No answer. Because you will have to be ridiculous to explain it. Maybe the light is not coming straight. Maybe it's going down to the tower and then back to the eye of the observer. But that's preposterous, right?
No, keep going. I would love to
I'm
hear more of
asking
your
you,
theory.
Sugar Cookie, and you don't have answers, it seems. So
No,
I
keep
can
going.
answer a
Keep going.
question. I can answer. There is nothing to keep going. We're done. I presented the picture. I explained to you what you would see, how you should look at it, and now it's your turn.
Nothing. You say there's nothing to keep going, but you keep going. So keep going.
No, I'm just keep going, telling you to keep going. Answer the question. How do you explain this picture?
Hey,
What do
Chike,
you think? What do you
all
think you
points of
see in
those
this
lines
picture?
have equal elevation.
Yeah, what do you think you see in that picture, Chike?
It's clear what we see. We're looking down to the tower. I think there's no dispute there. We're looking down either way. If it's a globe, if it's
You're
flat,
looking
we're looking
down.
down to the tower.
How do
Yes.
you imagine tilting?
What do you mean? The observer is at 1,200 feet. The tower ends at 600 feet. Obviously, the observer is looking down to the tower on any kind of Earth.
And what does that mean to you?
Nothing yet, but behind the tower, we see a mountain, which we know is higher than the observer. and the observer should be looking up to it. Why is looking further down than the tower even?
Up and down, tilting.
No. Why is the observer looking down to the mountain that he should be looking up to? On your Earth. On my Earth, he shouldn't. My level is not horizontal, and therefore there is no problem that he will look down to the mountain, even if it's higher than him. But this problem on level is horizontal. It's a big problem because we know we look down to things that's below us, and we look up to things that's above us. That's we know from every day when we go to the street, we see a building. To see the top, we need to look up.
So, are you looking down from that picture, or are you looking up from that picture? What do you think about that?
You think we don't look down? If the tower is below the observer, is there a way you're not looking down on any kind of Earth?
So which way is the picture pointing?
It's a lower elevation. The observer is looking down to the tower. There's no question, no dispute about it. If you're looking from 1,200 feet down to 600 feet, you're looking down.
So if the observer is looking down at the tower, why do you have his eye level up in the sky someplace?
Because if I consider Earth to be a level to be horizontal, then 1,200 feet. Yes.
You're contradicting yourself, though, Chike.
No, I'm not contradicting. Wait. If I consider Earth to be level is horizontal, then 1,200 feet.
Chike, you're obsessed. Don't say Earth.
They asked me a question.
You can't consider Earth to be level is. That's you being obsessed, Chike. It's not me, is it? It's the level is horizontal thing that's done you.
If I consider level to be horizontal, then the tower, the 1,200
have a conundrum, don't you?
1,200 feet is exactly 600 feet above the tower.
Why do you have 1,200 feet in the clouds?
You asked someone asked a question. You don't let me finish answering.
You have your line in the clouds. You have your eye line in the clouds. But
that's not.
So how's that? Yeah, you do. You have it up in the clouds. Your eye line is way up in the clouds.
It is in the clouds, yes. But
yeah, so it's not at 1,200 feet. Your eye level is at like 30,000 feet then. So why is your eye level at 30,000 feet?
Try to follow, Mike.
Why? No. Try to follow me. Your eye level is in the clouds.
I'm well aware.
You're well. Okay, so label that one 30,000 feet. Eye level 30,000 feet. Say that. Say I'm looking up in the clouds.
First of all, it's not 30,000 feet.
The clouds aren't? How do you know what the cloud deck was that day? Were the planes flying above those clouds that day or below?
It does not look like a 30-feet cloud.
It doesn't look like? What day was it? You need to go out and find out what the cloud... Oh, Chike. You need to go out and find out what the cloud deck was that day. Go back. But no, Chike, stop over-talking. Stop over-talking me. Stop over-talking me. I have something to explain to you that's very important, Chike. You don't know what the cloud deck was that day. You need to find out what day the picture it was, what time it was, and then call the weather service and ask what the cloud deck was. Then when you find it out, then you'll know where your cloud deck is. It could be at 50,000 feet, could be at 20. So when you find that out, let us know. Okay, thanks. Bye.
Mike, I was talking about cloud deck. If you want to talk about cloud deck, go and find out what was the cloud deck.
Chike, you never said
this is your proof, not mine. This is your proof, not mine.
You were talking over me, and now, Mike, you do it. So I was talking about the tower, not the far clouds.
No, you just said you were talking about cloud deck.
I was talking
You're all over the map, Chike.
Sugar, let me answer Mike. I was talking about the tower. And
you're going to answer your question?
And at the tower, 1,200 feet.
I just want you to finish your sentence. That's all.
Sugar Cookie, you have a real problem. That you hear.
Did you say that you are going to
triggers your voice?
What?
You hear me talking, it triggers your voice. Without any
Why are you screaming? If he's triggered, why are you screaming at him?
Because if You were
Trying to
in my
clarify.
room, and
Well, at
we
least
were
you admit
three
you were
people
screaming at
talking
him.
over you, Mike. You will be shouting. Now, I'm trying to talk.
Calm down.
I'm trying
Calm down.
to be calm. I'm telling you
You're
that
saying like 5, 10 different
are
things at the
you
same time.
still
Just
my
trying to
voice
clarify.
trigger your voice, sugar cookie?
Well, you're saying like 10,000 things at the same time. I'm trying to
No,
clarify.
I'm not
One at a
saying
time.
you just talking over me.
You
It
just
seems to you
overtalked
this
him.
way.
While he was finishing his sentence, you just
He didn't
overtalked him.
finish no sentences.
Yeah, I know,
Keep
because you
talking.
overtalked him. He didn't finish his sentence because you
He
overtalked
had
Also,
him. You
Chike,
nothing
just
to
you
over
said
say
and you just
anyway.
and now you're over
He
and
had
now you're over
nothing to
talking me.
say.
I'm not done
Look,
finishing my
Mike, I'm
sentence. Why are
trying
you
to
over
answer
talking me?
you. Mike, I'm trying to answer
You're
your
over
question.
talking me. Stop over talking
I'm
me and let me
trying to
finish.
answer your
I
question,
can't
which
even get
you
one word out.
kept interrupting me time after time.
what's the question you're trying to answer, Chike?
Trying to question why is the red line where it is? And I'm
You don't
telling
even know. You
Mike,
fucking just
don't let
roll it.
me fucking answer.
Because you
Talk
drew
over
it
me.
there, you fucking asshole. You drew it there.
Yeah.
Why is the
Why?
red line there? Because you drew it there.
Right.
In the clouds.
Not in the clouds.
It is in the fucking clouds. How do you not see that that red
Clouds
line
are
that you're
behind.
calling eye level is in the
The line
clouds?
is in the clouds. That it's
Chike,
behind.
I think me and you could be good friends, Chike.
You have
I definitely
not,
don't think he and I could.
well.
You
You
wouldn't
don't
do
want
very
to.
well as a psychiatrist there, mate. We have to imagine that Chike's
Yeah.
laid down on the couch,
Yeah.
I
right?
agree. I agree.
We're trying to
I
help
agree
him
with you.
through these problems. He's
I
gone.
I
know.
agree with you.
You're
I
100%
would
right.
be
Yeah.
I agree. I'm sorry to upset the patient.
See,
You go
what I've
on.
done is I've
You
made
go
a new
on,
picture
Chikey.
for you there, Chikey. I've put my 350-foot self in. I don't know whether you want to put an extra line in there if you want to depict my 350-foot Bev right by the side of
I mean,
Blackpool
Chike's
Tower with
cracking up.
yeah,
He's cracking up along with us.
yeah. He's loving it.
No, you're much higher in mine.
You want another one? Do you
What
want? Do
make
you want a
yourself?
couple of me? Do you want a few
Yeah,
Bevs on there?
I don't know why you made yourself so short. You're much higher in
What?
mine.
I can
Not
definitely do that.
350
What's this? How many Bevs do you want on it? There you go. Look, Chikey's got one as well.
How many,
He's
how many
already
Bevs
done
equal
it.
eye level?
Oh,
How
look
many
at
Bevs
that.
equal eye level?
I like the ones with the red lines on, though, Chikey. Draw some more red lines
Yeah,
on
where's
that
eye
other
level?
one. Yeah.
Show some eye level on that.
How does anybody understand a picture without a load of red lines all over? Parallel horizontal lines on it. Chikey,
It's just
I
the
was
ends of the.
listening to you explain this to everybody. Can I just ask, are all of the points on that horizontal line at an equal elevation?
No, only 1 point.
Which
It
point?
depends on the pixel, right, Chike?
Yeah,
Depends on the
can
pixel.
you tell us? Can you point at the point of each line that each horizontal line that you think is the
don't need to talk. I'm
elevation
answering, Bev.
point where they are
There's no need
the
for you
correct
to talk,
elevation
Bev.
for each of the lines? Because
There's
I'm
no
under
need.
the understanding, Chikey, that all points on a horizontal plane will have an equal elevation.
Yeah, I know you think so.
Yeah.
So
Do
the
you
only
not? Do
point-
you not think that, Chikey?
Did you ask me a question or you?
Yeah, I
wanted to
did. I
talk?
asked you a question. Do you
Keep
think
talking, Bev.
all
Keep
of the
talking.
points have an equal elevation on a horizontal plane, or do they not?
Keep talking, Ben. Keep talking.
Answer question, Chike.
No, I was answering a previous question.
Oh, can you not answer
Answer
that
question.
question? It was the same
No,
question,
not
really.
until I answered. Not until I answered the previous one. I know you like to
Answer.
go further
Pick one.
in.
Pick one, Chike.
You ask
Just
to
pick a
ask more
question.
questions.
Just
Well, I'm answering
Chike.
the question. I'm picking a
Pick.
question.
Okay, go on then. Go on
Pick
then.
a
Let
question
him,
and
Chikey. Go on.
I'm picking a question. The question was which point, which I already explained. The point is straight above. That is mean vertically above the object that is mentioned there. Be it the turbines.
Vertical
Or
being what,
power.
Chikey?
Vertical being vertical, Bev.
Parallel to, perpendicular to the horizontal line.
Perpendicular to the gravity vector.
A.
Sorry, vertical's perpendicular to the gravity vector.
No, the gravity.
Yeah, you're getting confused.
The gravity.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not perpendicular to it, right?
No,
So
no, no.
the horizontals, the point at which you think the elevation is where it would be perpendicular to the vertical that you say that you
No,
want to have
straight
the
above.
elevation point for this. No.
Straight above the object that is
Which-
mentioned.
Which object?
I have another
The
question when you're
object
ready,
that
Jack.
is mentioned.
Well, okay, then let's
1200
take for
feet
one.
the
I'll look
tower,
at the top
tower.
left-hand corner, Chike, and it says 1,200 foot at wind turbine, right? So which wind turbine? Which should we go vertically from to find the elevation point that you think is the 1,200 foot wind turbine?
The one.
Where?
The one that has.
There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 underneath that one, unless there's another one behind Blackpool Tower. But there's 8 different wind turbines underneath that red line.
Yeah, if you keep talking, you can answer. The one that is second right to the tower, which it has its blade straight up.
Second right to the tower, the one where I've got my measuring rod, just to the right of that.
Second right, if you go from the tower, there is one turbine, then another turbine, which has the blade straight up vertically, because my elevation to the turbine is based on the turbine hub plus the radius of the diameter of the blades.
And that's 1,200 feet.
No, 589.
Why does it say 1,200 feet at wind turbine? What's that talking about?
X, straight above the top of the wind turbine. Straight above it, that's 1,200 feet there.
Straight above would be vertical?
Okay. The one, not the one that's vertical above the one on the very far left-hand side of that line. Not that wind turbine, the one on the other, on the right-hand side of the line.
Bev, they are not straight up.
What then? What aren't straight up, Chike? Those
this
lines
one.
are across the page,
I
Chike.
chose this one. I chose this one. At the end of the line of wind turbine, I chose this one. You go straight up. It's almost at the end of this line. There.
There's one on the end of the left-hand side, Chike.
1,200 feet elevation.
There's a wind turbine at the left-hand side of the of that line.
Do I need now to go and mark the points for you because you can't imagine where they are?
Well, yeah, because could either end of that line be at the equal elevation that you're talking about? Because if not, you should have put an arrow right to the point that you're talking about. That would have been best, wouldn't it? If that's what you're talking about, because you've confused people, Chike. Like people,
arrows.
Yeah, I don't think arrows would help that much, really.
You
Because
can correct.
I don't know.
You can correct.
because it'd say 1,200 foot at wind turbine with an arrow pointing to the space in the middle of the sky.
Bev, you can correct my images.
No, you should correct this. This is part of the trivium and the rhetoric and how you present yourself. You're not presenting this picture very well at all.
Well, I'm presenting something, Bev, unlike you that never presented anything other than tweets.
What? Are you sure?
Quite sure. What have you presented ever?
Well, the one that you took to Blue Marble Science, that one where we went and did a sight test over 500 meters on Blackpool Beach.
The one that shows
on Southport Beach.
The one that shows the drop, or the one that shows you can't set up an auto level? Which one?
What about the all of the stuff we've done at Bedford Levels? All of those pictures.
I didn't see.
What about all of the tests? What about Under the Horizon? What about that?
You picture a river. Come on, give me a break. You picture a canal. A test.
Chike, I have a question. May I?
Sure.
Which one of your pixels is vertical?
What? What kind of question is it? Which pixel is vertical?
I'm just trying to get context.
Context. Vertical is vertical. From down with the gravity vector up.
Which one is that? Which one of those pixels is vertical and which one of those is, how far away is it? How
It's a
far away
stupid
is one
question.
of your
I don't
pixels?
know even where to begin to answer it.
Well,
Pixel.
got
It's a
lines
problem.
on it.
Big problem.
Yeah.
Which point is vertical?
Yeah.
You guys,
Yeah, where is it?
Yeah.
Points
Answer me
are,
that.
which has no path. It can be vertical, no horizontal. It can be a location somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All
you
of them?
guys need to go to Euclid book number 1. Come on.
All of
Draw
them.
the
How
verticals?
far? Okay. Yeah. How far away is any of these pixels?
What does it? What are you asking even? I don't understand.
That's my point.
You have no point.
Exactly, Chike. He's trying to tell you about
And then
your picture and how much you
he
know
doesn't tell
about
me.
the thing that you've brought
What-
here. This
what
isn't
does
one of my
tell-
pictures anyway, if anybody
What
knows
does
that.
he? No, sure.
This is a famous picture done by a photographer, isn't it, for a newspaper?
No, it doesn't.
And he does particularly say in the picture about foreshortening and the effects of how you can use different lenses and apertures, and he goes fully into it.
No, I don't.
Yeah, he does. But I know you haven't done that. You've just drawn some horizontal parallel lines on a picture, wrote some numbers on them that make no sense whatsoever, and
That's not the
now
problem.
are clearly unable to explain anything about what you're thinking.
I drew red lines. I know.
Hmm.
Red
You'd
lines.
be a terrible sales guy, Chike.
No,
Just
no,
saying.
because you will never be able
Are
to
you a
sell
sales
anything
guy?
to me. If I'll act like you will never sell anything.
You just
to
run
me
into somebody's
ever.
office and throw them a picture and walk
Because
out and
everything you'll
expect them.
say, I'll twist what you say. That's what you did. I drew red line. Big deal.
Right. Well,
No, they red. No,
that doesn't mean jack shit, right?
you can't argue they are red.
They are definitely red lines. I think so too.
Right. Red line through the globe. There you go.
Congratulations.
So
Well done.
you can't.
Those famous
now
lines
that you
said
know,
at 52
now that
minutes.
you know exactly what I'm talking about.
Hang on, Bev. Hang on, Bev. You cannot deny that Chike has drawn red lines on that.
And we know imageometry. All evidence is
Yep.
evidence of the globe. So Chike drawing red lines on a picture is obviously evidence of the globe.
Boom.
Right, Chike?
Boom.
Proof. Boom. Done. Drop the mic.
Yep.
You are
Mic drop.
done, Chike. Yeah.
No,
Nice
you're
work, Chike.
Yeah.
misinterpreting what
Well
I
done.
asked.
Chike
I
nailed
said,
it.
Sugar cookie.
Nailed it, dude.
I haven't got an answer to my question.
A good salesman knows when to shut up.
I
You know.
haven't got answer to my question yet. How do you explain this picture to yourself?
We don't,
Now,
Chike.
Bev
It's
answered.
clearly come
Now,
from the
Bev
mind of a
answered.
madman.
Bev answered. He doesn't explain it. He doesn't try to explain it because it's just a picture.
Yeah, crazy
We've
person has
explained
drawn
your-
some red
Bev
lines on a picture,
choose
Chike.
to
That's how I explain
ignore-
it.
Bev
Done.
chose
Done
to
and
ignore
done.
the pictures altogether.
Chike, you win.
What about
win.
you, Sugar Cookie? Bev answered.
You
What
win.
about you?
I said you win. You drew red
I'm
lines.
not
That's no
going
doubt.
I didn't say it's a contest. I asked you a question, Sugar Cookie, and it seems you can't answer a question.
What's the question?
The question is, how do you explain this picture to yourself?
I don't.
That's it. So you answered also. You ignore the picture. You don't.
I
try
said
to
the same
explain-
thing at the same time
no,
Bev
you-
did. We said the exact same
Yeah,
thing.
it's great.
Sorry.
It's great. So I just want to be close. Both of
I don't
you
explain
just
your
ignore-
explanation of that.
I did
No.
ask you to. I did ask you to explain my explanation. I asked you to explain your explanation to yourself.
I don't have an explanation for what you did,
Right.
dude.
So you choose to ignore the
Because it's
picture,
nonsense.
put it aside, Ignore the evidence.
Not ignoring you,
There's no
Chike.
reality.
I'm not ignoring
Your
it at all,
picture
Chike.
aside?
We're all looking
That's
at
what
it.
you do. That's what you do. You have a picture.
We're
You're off your
staring right
rocker,
at it.
dude.
How do you explain it? To say I don't explain it. It's just a picture. I don't want to look at it.
You want me to explain my explanation of what? Wait, what?
Of what do
He
you
wants
see in the
you to
picture?
tell him what he should be saying to other people when they say,
No,
"What the
no,
fuck's that,
no.
Chikey?"
That's right.
They're
Yeah.
gonna like, "What?
Yeah,
Sugar
I don't
Cookie
care.
says this."
Wasn't what I said.
Yeah.
I'm asking, how do you explain what you see in this picture to yourself?
I can't.
Tower.
I can't
You
explain what
can't.
you drew
Then
on it.
you're fucking right. Never mind what I drew.
I can't
on it.
explain why the clouds
Never
are
mind
1,200
what
feet
I
high.
drew. What I drew on it was just
I
elevation.
can't explain what the fuck you did here.
Just elevation points to help you orient in this picture, because yourself
lines.
you wouldn't be able to do. You wouldn't
They're
be able to
lines.
find the height of the tower,
Hey,
the height of the
hey,
mountain,
stop while you're
the
ahead. I mean, you're
observer
not
height
even
of
ahead.
it.
That's,
You wouldn't be able to do it. I helped you.
oh, I mean, God, dude. I mean, you are something else, dude.
Really out there.
Yeah.
So we have two answers. They choose to ignore the picture, not to explain it whatsoever, because
It's
reality
your
hurts.
picture.
Because
You want us to
reality,
ignore your picture now?
It's my picture, and you refuse.
Hang
to
on,
ignore it.
hang on. Let me get
Right.
this straight. You want me to explain your picture, and then you tell me
I
to
want you to
ignore your
explain
picture,
reality.
and then explain the picture that you told me to
I want
ignore?
you to explain reality. That's what I want.
You are going in circles, dude.
No, it's you. I asked you to explain reality, and you refuse.
He's
to look at it.
taking nutsack to a new level. This is Chike
Yeah,
level. He
that's-
stepped
that's-
over the nutsack. He's gone
Yeah.
beyond.
Yeah.
Red lines aren't
great
reality.
argument. If you're in a
Drew on
debate,
the
Bev, and you say Natsak, I guarantee you won the debate.
Red lines that you drew on a picture is not reality.
You
They're
can
red
draw
lines that
whichever
you drew on
lines
a
you
picture.
want. Ignore the. Okay, hold on.
I know.
I've
That's
never
what you
seen
just
red
did. You
lines.
just drew whatever lines you wanted to, and then claimed something. That's ridiculous.
Here I posted one.
This is one that you didn't draw red lines on.
No red lines of it. How do you explain it?
Well, why not? Well, I explained that
How do
you should have
explain
drawn
it?
some red lines on that.
No
Picture.
red lines.
It's a picture.
How am I
How
supposed to understand it if you
What
didn't
you
draw
see.
red lines on it?
Right. Now you want me to draw red lines on it because you don't understand it.
No, you could just explain
How do
it
you
beforehand
explain
as a
Look at it.
picture.
No problem.
Just look
No
at it.
problem.
It's a
I
picture.
explain it.
Stuff in the foreground and there's stuff in the background, and it's a
I'll
picture.
explain it. The observer is at 1,200 feet. The tower top is 600 feet, and the mountain top is 1,750 feet. Here.
What's the angle of the camera?
No, nothing. I would not tell you anything more. That's the data.
You know, I know I asked the
That's
right
the
question when
data,
you get all
work it out.
wonky.
That's
Yeah.
the data. Work it out. That's the data that I know.
What angle was this photo taken at?
That's the data that I know. Observer
From
height,
horizontal,
1,200
which
feet.
angle?
Observer height at
Is
1,200
this
feet.
pointing up, or is this pointing upwards,
Sugar
or is it
cookie.
pointing
That's
downwards,
the
or
data
what?
that I know.
What? You don't know shit.
I know. The observer is at 1,200 feet.
Okay,
I know
good.
the tower
Well,
top-
we're on agreement. We're definitely on agreement that you don't know shit.
I,
Thank you, Chike.
I know that the tower top is 600 feet, and I know that the mountain top is 1,750 feet.
And the mountains
I
look
know.
small. And the tower looks bigger,
No shit.
right?
It's closer, maybe.
Small, far away.
Yeah, how do you explain
Closer,
it?
bigger.
So how
Are
do you
you?
explain it?
Small, far away.
Wow, my
Closer,
I squish your head.
bigger.
I squish your head, Chike.
Look, if we could put our fingers out and we could crush the tower. Can we crush the tower? Crush the tower with your fingers. I'm crushing it.
Wow, Mike. You're showing intelligence like above one IQ.
Chike,
maybe.
I'm
Chike,
trying to talk to you at your level there, Chike. That's the
No,
only
that's
level
not
I
my
think you're
level.
at.
No,
So I'm trying.
That's not
Oh,
my
you're
level.
below
No.
that level? Oh,
Don't reflect, Mike.
Are you pointing the camera up? It doesn't matter because that's
You work
closer.
it out. You work it out.
That's
I
farther
told
away.
you what I know.
That's Sesame Street level stuff right here.
Sugar
Come on,
cookie.
man.
I told you what I know. You work
Did
it
you not
out.
watch Sesame Street like near?
Sugar
Far.
cookie.
Like
I gave
Grover.
you the data. You work out the angle.
Grover.
You can't work out the angle
Near.
from the data, right? Because
Far.
you don't know math, do you? Or
Near.
geometry, or anything
Far.
about
Far
anything.
away.
Yeah,
Near.
Mike, keep making yourself famous.
Far. Near. Close to you. Bigger. Far away. Much smaller. Close. Bigger.
Yeah,
Bigger.
very
Far
smart.
away.
Very smart.
Very small.
Very smart, Mike.
Yeah.
Very smart.
Yeah. Yeah.
I hope your children hear you one day.
I know. I would teach them near and far that way. That's the way I would teach a 3-year-old
That's-
near and far.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sure, sure,
They would understand that.
sure.
A 3-year-old
Well,
would.
you may
Have
have
you
kids
watched the
that
Father
one
Ted
day grow
episode?
up. That one
Have
day
you
grow
watched the
up,
Father Ted episode? Listen
learn,
to a priest. Chike, there's a priest. I posted a
learn.
video in YouTube of a priest. You know what a priest is, right? So there's a priest, and he teaches the other priest. There's a senior priest teaching a junior priest about how cow that's close looks big,
Yeah,
and then the
that's
cow
very
that's far
smart.
away is very small. Watch
Very
that. Watch
clever.
that a couple of
Very
times.
clever. Very clever.
Yeah, you could learn a lot.
Yeah,
Give it a shot. Watch it.
sure. So, why is the mountain below the tower based on the data we know?
Far away.
It doesn't explain anything, Mike.
Close, bigger. Far away, smaller.
That doesn't explain anything, Mike. Other than you're not smart.
Is far away smaller?
Shit.
Chike, is
Mike,
far away smaller?
I'm not engaging in this idiot.
Chike, are things far away smaller?
Did I say anything about sizes, Mike?
Do you agree? Do you agree that
Mike,
things that are far away are smaller?
Did I mention sizes, Mike?
You're wondering
Yes.
why the
What are
mountain
you
looks
arguing
small.
against?
You're
What are
wondering
you
why the
arguing?
mountain looks small.
What
It's
are
far
you?
away.
What are you arguing against? I didn't mention
You
size even once.
you're asking why is the mountain so small in the distance?
Did I?
Yeah.
Did I say why is the mountain smaller in the distance
Yeah,
ever?
you
Yes.
just did.
Yes.
You did.
Yes.
Sugar cookie.
Yes.
You did.
Did you
Yes,
hear it?
that's
Sugar
what you're
cookie?
asking.
No.
You're asking why doesn't the mountain look very big in the distance?
No.
God.
Why doesn't it rise way up into the clouds is what you wanted to know.
Okay.
You
No.
drew a line in the clouds. You saw the line, you drew it in the clouds. And you're wondering why that mountain doesn't touch that line or go above that line in the clouds.
It's a
Because
listening
mountains
problem.
aren't that tall.
It's an understanding the conversation problem, Mike. I
Chike.
understand.
I think you just want.
Sugar
I
cookie,
think you just want friends.
Sugar cookie, let me finish one sentence.
I will, and I will. I will.
I'm
I will be your
asking,
friend, Jackie.
Sugar
I'll be your
cookie,
friend. If you're
Sugar
looking for
cookie,
friends,
let
I'll be
me
your friend.
finish one sentence.
Yes, I will, and I will
Thank you.
also be your friend if that's what you're looking for.
Thank you. No,
Because
I'm not. So thank you.
it sure does
I'm
seem like it.
asking why is the
You're like
top of
trying
the
to be like
mountain?
part of like a group, but you don't know how to
Sugar
go about
cookie,
it.
you need to let me finish a sentence.
Oh yeah, no, I'll totally let you finish the sentence. I was just
Sugar,
telling you
let
about
me
like my.
finish a sentence.
I will. I totally.
No, you
I
won't. You
definitely
don't.
will.
No, you don't,
No,
Sugar Cookie. You keep
no,
talking
yeah,
over
I
me.
totally. You're
You
not
keep
letting me
talking
finish this
over
sentence
me,
now.
Sugar Cookie.
I would
Hello?
totally let. I will totally let you finish a sentence. I'm
Anybody
just saying that
home?
I would let.
Hello?
I would. I mean, if you want to be, if you
Hello?
just want to make
Hello,
friends,
Sugar?
this is like not really the right way to go about it. But I
Hello?
I
Is
get where you're
anybody
coming from. Like
home?
outsiders kind of don't know how to fit in, kind of
Is
thing, or
anybody
whatever.
home? Hello? Hello?
That's what it is. Yeah. Okay. So yeah. Anyway, what were you saying?
Hello? Is anybody there?
Yeah. What were you saying?
So, Mike, I said, why is the top of the mountain below the top of the tower? Never said anything about size.
Smaller. So it's smaller than that, right? It's
Really?
small. It's far away.
Yeah, but the observer is above the tower.
But so the mountain in the distance is far away and small, right? And it's smaller when it's far away.
But the observer is
You know things are smaller in the distance, right?
do, but that doesn't
Excellent.
explain
You've answered
why
your question.
below. No, you didn't. Because the observer is above
No,
the
you did. You just answered your
The
question.
observer
Thank
is
goodness.
above the
You've
tower.
got your answer.
Mike, hello? Anybody home? The observer is above the tower. Smaller in the distance doesn't help you here. It should be
Yeah, things that
smaller.
are smaller
It should
look
be
smaller.
It should be smaller, but higher.
Chike, check out
Smaller,
the.
but wait. Smaller, but higher?
Mm-hmm.
Did you just say that? It should be smaller, but higher.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That's
Okay,
fascinating. How much higher should it be?
Look at loud chat.
550 feet higher?
A mountain should be 550 feet higher, but
Then
it
the
should be
observer.
smaller.
Then level, yeah.
But we've already agreed that things in the distance
I
get
agree. No need to
smaller.
repeat it. No need
So
to repeat it.
smaller means
higher.
when things are smaller, are they closer to the ground or further up from the ground?
No, the same distance from the ground as they were before.
Then they don't look smaller in the distance.
They do
If they're the
look
same
smaller.
distance from the
They do.
well, then they're going to be closer to the ground and
No, they wouldn't.
lower.
You just answered your own question, dude.
No.
Thank you, Chike. We finally got there.
Yes.
Your
Grover
argumentation
Grover
level,
explains it all to you.
Mike, is below 2 years old.
Oh, well, that's what I was shooting for, so we got it.
Well, you have your own goals, I guess.
I figured out the
Oh,
correct
Chike,
level.
I'm telling
Finally,
you, Chike,
goodness.
Yeah, man, it took a long time to get there. Chike, if you need friends, it's okay. I mean, act normal. Jeez.
I've made you a picture to take home with you, Chike. It's much better. You're doing a better promotion for us if you start using this new one. Even do helping Rumpus. I mean, look at the size of Rumpus's pole. That's the sort of size of the pole he's going to need if he ever decides to go and do his thing. 1,200 feet.
Get the GTA avatars in there too.
Yeah.
That's good shit.
Even got Crispy up there.
Chike, look at Elmo. See Elmo? He's on the right-hand side. That's Elmo. Elmo talks like this, Chike. Chike, when someone is far away, where are they relative to Elmo's eyeline?
Hey, come on, let's not make fun of the... He's in a fragile state. Telling you, this level is horizontal. It's terrible.
First of all, when you get to Chike's age, sometimes you revert. It's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. We just have to find out where he's reverted to and then deal with him appropriately.
I think this is it's a childhood thing. The model is introduced at childhood. So that's where they always revert to. Like a childlike state.
Who's your favorite childhood teacher in grade school? Mine was Mrs. Hart, and it was 4th grade.
I can't remember. Unimportant.
Oh, you can't remember. Oh, that's funny, Bev. Based on your whole thing. I remember mine. It was Miss Shin, 1st grade. She was my favorite teacher.
I'm scanning my mind now to think of any teacher.
You can't even remember their names. I can name all of my grade school teachers.
And did they teach you Near, far,
That's
or
because
was
you
that
never
just
went to a high school.
Sesame Street taught you that, right?
Bet me. Bet me.
It's okay. Chike's just trying to catch you up.
All of those horizontals, Chike, are parallel to the guy with the level, the guy with the water level. Like wherever you put them in the picture, it will always be parallel to the horizontal that's in the picture, or in reality, right? Like wherever you put them.
Yeah, it's weird. Like that. What Mike posted is like they're at the same height. They're actually the same height, even though they're far
Draw the eye
away.
line.
Yeah.
So
Draw the eye line.
how do you explain?
Take a screen cap and draw a horizontal red line where you think the eye line is. Where's Elmo's eye line?
Where's Chad? Where's Chad? Where's
How do you
Chad?
explain someone looking above something and see something that is above him below the lower things he's looking at?
Perspective,
That
dude.
sounds like
Sure,
a
sure, draw me-
confused mind there, Chike.
Sure,
Do you want to
sure.
try that
Draw
again a
me-
bit slower?
Draw me your depiction of the situation.
We
Draw
just
the
did.
tower,
Mike just posted it.
draw the observer, and draw the mountain. And
Mike
Just posted a GIF of it. It should help.
Articulate what you think happens.
Chike, we just posted it for you to understand with Muppets.
Where?
Live chat, dude.
Where?
Live chat.
Live chat. Do you see Elmo? You remember Elmo. Actually, you might not. Sesame Street didn't come on until you were probably in your 20s.
No, that's not an answer.
No, we had Sesame Street
Yeah.
was out in the childhood, wasn't it, Chike?
Sesame Street does not address.
I don't know. He's like in his
black
80s.
and white. Yeah.
Yeah. He wouldn't have seen it in color.
Yeah. Like
I don't even think
Moon
Sesame
sort
Street was
of
on in
stuff,
black and
Moon
white.
landing sort of stuff. Yeah.
That doesn't answer my question.
Did Chike? Did you
Well,
see the
color,
moon
so it might
landing?
be confusing.
So none of you can draw.
Did you watch the moon landing, Chike?
Paint is too difficult for you.
Chike, answer the question.
No, it's time for you to answer the question.
So you've
Okay.
never seen
How do
the
you see
moon
something?
landing?
Here's the question.
How do you see
No,
something that is higher than you?
you're not going to answer the
Below
question.
something that is lower than you.
You're not going to answer the question. Did you watch the Muppets that that totally explain it to you in live chat?
Let me tell you, I watched the Muppets way before you.
Near, far. Look at live chat, bro.
Yeah, near
friend.
How do you see something that is above you below something that is below you? That's my question.
Dude, have you ever looked out the window?
I'm asking you a question. You're not answering, Sugar Cookie.
Have you ever looked out the window?
Why you complain always about me not answering question?
Is that a no? They don't let you out.
Why don't you answer?
Do they not let you out?
Why don't you answer?
Do they not?
All right, wait. I think I can help. Hang on one second. So, Chike, you'd agree that Elmo is smaller than Big Bird, right? Now, if we put Big Bird in the distance with the other two Muppets that are far away from Elmo, do you think Big Bird would be higher than Elmo's eye level or lower?
Try it.
So the Muppet on the left in the distance is actually taller than Elmo because Elmo's just a baby. Remember, Elmo's a baby. Well, the Muppet on the left is taller than Elmo because he's an adult Muppet. You remember that Elmo's just a baby Muppet. Elmo's smaller than the Muppet on the left in the distance.
But that distance, he could go to the left or the right in that distance. You could draw a horizontal line, and the same thing would happen as he moves away.
My
That
question is,
1,200 feet tall Muppet.
how do you see things that are above you below something that is below you?
Chike, look at the Muppets. That's your secret.
Yeah. What about the Muppets? Which is Elmo and which is which?
Okay. He doesn't know which one Elmo is. Okay, fair enough.
Elmo was definitely introduced when Chike was in his 30s, so let's not. I mean, he was a later.
Right.
He was a
So
later character.
He's like a
I'm
vampire.
asking, how do you see something that is above you, below
Okay.
something that is below you?
Okay, in the foreground, on the right, in red, that's Elmo. You remember Elmo, or maybe
Mm-hmm.
No, he
somebody
doesn't.
younger
He
than you would
doesn't.
remember
Why
Elmo.
is Elmo there?
Okay, so
Don't
that's
make fun.
Elmo.
He's actually asking a question.
Okay, so the one in the red on the right, close to us,
Just check he's
is
not got good
Elmo.
eyes. Make sure he's not colorblind, Chike. Do you know the differentiation between red and green?
Yeah. So
Can you see the differentiation?
Dad,
Because it's no good
you're
anybody
interrupting Mike
explaining it
now.
to you if
You
your eyes
interrupted
are that
Mike.
bad that you can't
Mike
actually.
was explaining something to me, Jeff.
Okay, so you can see the red Muppet in the foreground on the right hand side, correct?
Well,
Yes?
yes, yes.
Is that a yes, Shaky? I can't hear you.
Yeah. It was a yes.
Okay. Now, the Muppet in the distance, there's two Muppets in the distance. A little blue one, he's a monster. And there's one
Now,
next
don't
to
use
him. He's
color.
also a
Don't use
monster.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I don't want to scare him. The blue one on the right is shorter than the big tall one on the left. You see the gray one? He's taller than the blue one, right?
I don't know.
You don't think the
The
blue
gray
one is shorter than the. You don't think the gray one is taller than the blue one?
Okay.
You see his eyes? They're all the way on the top of his head.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so they're above the other guy's eyes, which are in the middle of his head. You got that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Elmo is smaller than both of them
Mm-hmm.
because Elmo's a baby Muppet, as everybody knows. Everybody that watched the Muppets when Elmo was on knows that Elmo is a baby Muppet. And he's smaller than both of those Muppets in the distance, but especially smaller than the gray one.
Mm-hmm.
Where's Elmo's eye line?
I don't know. It looks like the same as the monster.
Can you?
like
You
1200
sure?
feet.
Wait. You're going to draw his eye line. You're going to draw eye level.
Again, which is Elmo?
Elmo,
The one on the right. The one on
the
the
red
right.
one.
The red one. The red one eye level is the same as the monster.
Yeah,
Really?
the one on the left and the right. So there's a green one, or there's a green one with furry eyebrows, and then there's a red one on the right with eyeballs and on the top of his
Can you
head.
tell me is
Did
it
he
baby?
just call
Look
it a
how big it is.
monster? Don't be doing that, Chikey. The
What's that?
Muppets. They're not
I called him a
I
monsters.
called
monster.
him into the
That's
distance.
Oscar the
I told
Grouch. That's Oscar
What's his
the
name?
Grouch.
Oscar.
He's not a monster, though.
Okay, Oscar.
No,
He's just a
Oscar's
little bit
definitely not a monster.
grouchy.
He
Yeah.
does live in a trash can. I mean,
Well, but that's not monstery.
well, yeah.
Okay, let's go with Oscar then. So its eye level is the same as Oscar.
Right. But so if you were to draw his eye level, it would go down in the picture to the eye
Would it?
level of the Muppets
Would
in
it?
2D.
You just clarify straight with
Can
level
you
when
draw
you're
it to me?
talking about that,
It
because
would,
you
it
could
would,
confuse
can you
him.
draw a straight?
No,
Can
no,
you
no.
draw a straight line?
Draw it for us, Mike.
Go ahead.
What, you want me to imagine it? Draw it.
No,
We want a
actually,
line.
can you take
I
that?
want you to do it.
Take a
It's an
screenshot of
exercise.
that.
No, don't.
Take a screenshot.
I drew my drawings. Now draw yours.
Well, this is what we're talking about, Chike.
Yeah, I drew my
Okay, maybe
drawings.
this will be simpler. Uh, okay, so if you look a little bit further down in the live chat, that's Grover, and he's another Sesame Street Muppet, and he goes near near four. So like when he's near, he's bigger, and when he goes further away,
But I
he's
wasn't talking
smaller.
about sizes. I didn't talk about sizes ever.
What's that?
I never talked about sizes. Who are you arguing against?
Oh.
I asked, how do you
That's why
see?
he's the same. He's the same
How do you
height.
look? How it comes? You look down
He's
to something
he's the
below.
same height, Chike.
I'm
Chike,
asking,
he's the same height.
how do you look for something? It's something
He
that is
he's
higher
still
than you.
he's only like 2 feet tall, and
I,
he's near
I
and he's
don't care.
bigger. He's still two
And
feet tall, but he goes away
yeah,
and he looks smaller.
great. I didn't ask anything about sizes. My question was, how come something that you look below, you look at
Appears
something
smaller to
that
you,
is higher
Chaggy. Is
than
it
you
closer to the ground or further away
below?
from the
How
ground?
do you see something that is higher than you below something that is lower than you and closer to you?
Okay,
That's
so
what I'm
um,
asking.
Day.
let me
Ask me
help.
what I'm
Let me
asking.
see if
Not
I.
not don't make straw man and argue against it.
No, no, no. I'm not trying to straw man. I'm trying to trick you
No, you
at
make a
all.
straw man and argue against it.
Oh no, no, no. I apologize if I did that. So,
You
for
always do.
example, I didn't mean to. Okay. So, and I apologize. I didn't. So, for example, the even if you don't push play on the thing that Mike just posted in live chat, the Muppets on the left and the right are closer to the camera, and the Muppets that look small, that are close together in the middle, kind of, they're further away. But that doesn't mean that they're that small.
Again, you're
You know what I'm
talking about
saying?
size, which I'm not talking about sizes.
But it
I'm
looks like
asking,
there's some.
how do you see something that is farther away from you and higher than you below something that is closer to you and lower than you? I didn't say anything about sizes. Sizes I don't care about.
Okay, so okay. So you're talking about distance?
Talk about elevations and distances, yes.
Talking about distance or size? Because when you say you're not talking about
Distance
size,
and
then you
elevation.
say something about elevation. That's
Yeah.
basically the same thing, right?
No, I'm saying, how do you see something that is farther away from you and higher than you below something
Oh,
that is lower than you and closer to you?
I get it.
How is
I
this
get it.
happening on Earth?
There's a. Is there? Do we need it? Okay, so there's a thing about like depth perception. Then is that it?
Whatever. How come when I go out and things are below me and things I look down at them and things are above me, I look up at them. I never look down to something that is above me.
Uh, well, that's just like
If they are below
where
me, I
you're
know
looking.
they below me.
What's the thing that you're imagining is above you that you're looking at in the distance?
If I'm at
Like
1,200 feet and the mountain
if
is
you look at your
1,750, then the mountain is above me. Yeah.
Right,
so
but
Chuck,
just like the two monsters in the distance, the mountain, you could take Big Bird, which is much taller than you, and if he stood next to you, you would have to look up at him. But if Big
okay,
Bird
so hang
ran
on, let me put some
far
context.
away,
Let me context. Big Bird is like 7 feet tall, and he's a big, fluffy, like yellow ostrich with feathers and real fun.
If something,
Just so you know,
if you're on a level flat surface and something is below you, you always look down to it. It doesn't matter how far it is from you. Always below you. And something that is higher than it or higher than you will look up to it. It may be a very, very small difference in angle, but you will always look up to something and down to
there
something
it
that
is.
is lower than you and up to something that is
There it
higher
is,
than
Chuck.
you. And if the wait,
I think you just said it right there was the angle that you're looking at it at. So like I'm sitting here in my chair and I look down and then all of a sudden and I do notice in my peripheral vision that the end of my yard is a looks appears to be the top of like it looks to be above me, but it can't be right because I'm looking down like right in front of my feet.
Look,
But that looks like it's up higher, right?
look. If you can't do it with
Further away.
if you can't do it with pen, take a
Boy.
paper
Yeah.
and a pen or a pencil and draw it and try to make sense of it. Okay, you above
Yeah.
something that is close
This
to
is a
you,
depth
and
perception thing.
I know. Try to make sense. Draw
Yeah.
lines and tell me
Oh, it's depth
why is the
perception. That's
line that
good.
you're looking up is suddenly
It's gotta
looking
be.
down
That's
below
his
something
that's his
to the
that's his
something that
that's
is
his
below you and closer to you. Right.
that's the thing he's Chike, I think that's one thing you might be trying to solve, that is you're asking kind of, it seems to me like you might be asking the wrong questions to make up for something else. You know what
I'm
I mean?
asking the
Like
exact
that's
right
not
questions. I'm asking the questions that we see in the picture.
like
Observer 1,200
why
feet,
when I put on
top of the
glasses I can see better?
top of the tower is 600 feet, top of the mountain is 1,700 feet. Mountain
It's because,
behind the tower. That's it. Make sense out of it on flat is horizontal. You want, I can
well,
draw the
that's the
mountain.
concept of like
I
things
can
and
draw the
things
mountain.
that are close.
I can draw the
Sorry, go.
mountain
I'm sorry,
and
I
the
didn't mean to
tower
interrupt
and
you.
the and the observer for you, without any other lines on it, and you can make it
I don't
any
need to
lines
draw lines.
that you want.
No lines. Let's erase all the lines.
Just a minute though, because he did just say flat is horizontal, and who has that view?
Yeah, he
Chikey.
he said he said that a few times without
Yeah.
actually realizing it, I think.
Is that your problem,
Said if,
Chikey?
said if,
Yeah, that's what QE
said if.
and Nathan say.
I said if.
Yeah. That's
If
well, it's not
flat,
true,
if
is it?
horizontal,
Because other things can be flat.
if horizontal, if level is horizontal, then this picture makes no
But
sense
that what you
at all.
you did say
Think
flat is horizontal, right? But
No, no,
flat
that doesn't
is
negate
like
the
as
that is
close
horizontal.
as 2D as you
Oh,
can get
I'm
in
not that
reality. It can be
stupid to
in
say.
any orientation, Chikey.
Yeah, flat is horizontal is a stupid
that
thing.
doesn't
It would
Well,
never
you
that,
keep
make
that,
sense.
saying
that's
it,
not
Chikey.
a,
If
No, I don't.
yes, you do.
When?
hey Chai,
Wow.
when you and me hang out, we stand next to each other, give a fist bump, and then I stay at one point. I just stand there and I don't move, and then you walk backwards for like 100 feet. What do you imagine would happen? Like visually.
What what I imagine would happen, it's depend on what I walk on, right?
Yeah, let's say it's just a normal sidewalk.
If I'm skiing in the sea and you're
A
in the sea.
sidewalk on a sidewalk. We're not
But
skiing,
sidewalks,
dude.
I live on here. I don't know what will happen on
Okay,
sidewalks.
well, imagine a regular, you know,
It's a
flattish
regular.
sidewalk.
Let's say I'm on a lake and I'm skiing. Yeah, so I'm same
Oh
level
my
as
god.
you, let's say 6 feet, and
Yeah,
you
what?
jump
Okay,
from,
let's just say that. Let's just say we
and
have
I
like
will
big
drop,
floaty shoes on and we just walk away from each other.
and I'm skiing away from you. I will drop from your eye level.
What would happen from your perspective or vision?
You will drop from eye level.
Okay, so would I appear to be smaller
Sure,
to you? Yeah.
sure.
Even though, like, let's just say we're the same tallness.
But this wouldn't happen. On level is horizontal. I will stay. I will not drop from level, and I will get smaller. My
Thank you.
my feet
Thank you, Chad.
will get closer to my head, not my head drop down
Oh
from
my
horizontal.
gosh. You're not going to shrink in actuality. It's
Wait,
going to
I
appear that.
have something here. I have something
Wait,
here
wait,
to
wait, wait.
illustrate
Your
it.
feet are going to get closer to your head.
Oh boy. Yeah, you're not going to
What
become a
did he
Yes,
say?
midget.
yes, of course.
What happens? Do your feet compress to your head? At what point do your feet touch your chin?
Yeah. Level can still be horizontal, but the way
This is
you
similar.
see it is
This
going to be different.
this
We're going to
picture
be
I
the same height. Let's say we're both five
this
feet tall.
picture this picture I posted is the
Oh
same
boy.
as
Come on, buddy.
the Stadia picture of Bev, you see the
Chike,
closer you are,
no,
the
that's not
closer
how
the
Stadia
object,
works. No, that's not
the
how Stadia hairs
closer,
work.
the closer the
That's
object is to you,
that's
the
Chike.
bigger it
But you
is.
might want to delete that, dude. Just
Let me finish.
as a newly made friend of
Let me
you,
finish. Let me
I'm
finish.
saying you should just delete that.
Let me finish. The further the object is from you, it looks smaller, but
Oof.
the
Yeah, but
the
that's not
top,
Stadia behavior.
the center of the object never move in your field of view. It will
Doesn't
remain
work.
at your
No,
No,
level
Chikey, that's where you've got it
Chike,
wrong. I mean,
where I
delete
thanks
got
it.
for
it
bringing it
wrong.
into
Come
the
on, Bev.
everybody's attention, like,
Where
but
did I got it wrong, Bev?
Delete that before you look even more
No,
dumb.
I will not
Sure.
What
delete
did
it.
he say about the center of the object? Say that again, Chikey. That was beautiful.
That if level is horizontal, the center of the object will remain at eye level always. What will
You have
change
diamonds.
is the bottom, the angle to the
so
bottom will
confused.
change.
It's a
The
fundamental
center will
misunderstanding,
always
Chike.
remain at the center.
Chike, no,
This
no,
picture, this depiction shows it.
Chikey,
no,
that
no,
picture
no,
does not depict level is horizontal. That's
Yes, it
mental.
no.
is.
That
Yes,
doesn't
it is.
explain how Stadia work with level being
I didn't
horizontal.
explain.
It doesn't do it at all, Chikey. You've
I
completely
never tried to.
misunderstood.
I never tried to explain Stadia, did I?
Yes, you did.
Yes, that's what
You
you've just
son of
said.
a
I
just
said it's
said that, dude. That's
similar.
why I
It,
told you. That's why I told you,
I
as a
said
friend,
it's
delete
similar.
that.
I
Delete
said
that
it's
before you look even more
similar.
like a fucking moron.
I said it's
Please.
similar to Bev picture. You want me to
No,
read?
no,
I'll
delete
bring Bev
that.
picture.
Chikey, delete that picture. That is ridiculous. For your own good. You're gonna need to rethink all that. That's ridiculous.
This Bev picture look much different than mine. Does the center of the observer of the object changes with distance? No,
You can't just go making up your own shit.
it's the same.
No, it's not.
What do you mean not? The
What do you
center
mean?
of the staff is
What do you
always
mean
at the
it's the same?
center.
How many diamonds? How many diamonds are on that one that you just posted?
Holy shit.
Three.
Zero. Zero diamonds. How
Three.
many how many up and downs are on the
Why?
one that you posted?
Why did you say
Zero.
diamonds?
How
Why
many
did you say
fucking
diamonds?
lines are there on the one that you just posted and the one
Why
you
did you say
posted previously? Dude,
why
you're
did you
trying
say
to
diamonds?
reinvent something that doesn't exist. This is ridiculous. Come
What do you
on.
mean doesn't
We're trying
exist?
to I am trying to help you.
What doesn't
Stop it.
exist exactly? What exactly doesn't exist?
You're making up shit and
What
claiming it's the
shit am I
same thing
making
as
up?
something else.
Yes, it
Do you
is.
are you going to tell me you don't? Do you are you telling me that you don't see the difference between the thing that you posted at 16 after and the thing that you posted at 19 after?
Articulate it for me, please.
The angle changes, Chikey.
The angle doesn't change.
It does in the top picture. You've got your fictional one, the
Well,
one that
because
you
I'm
think
always
depicts level being horizontal,
the,
the one
the,
that's completely wrong. The
what do
angle
you mean?
does change. But in reality, it's all working off the principle of the Stadia method, which
I
works off
told you.
isosceles
Are you
triangles,
okay,
which
Bev?
have all of the
Bev,
bases
Bev,
parallel, Chikey.
Bev, Bev, Mike here tell me for 2 hours that things get smaller in
There
the
is
distance. Get smaller in the
They do,
distance.
Chikey. Yes,
Why
they
do they?
do.
Why do they?
More of the stadia,
Why?
more of the
Why,
measuring rod, Chikey, fits
why do
into
they
the
get
stadia
smaller in the
hairs
distance,
because
Bev?
things get smaller, Chikey.
What do you mean they don't get
hey,
smaller? They are the same
Yes,
size.
hey,
things do get smaller in the
No, they
scope,
don't.
Chikey. I know it's hard for you to
Why? And
understand.
I'm asking
The
you
exploded
why then.
mind struggles with
Why
these
do
sort of
they get
things.
smaller in the scope
All right,
or in your eyes?
take a
Because you're
break.
going
Whenever?
further away. There's a direct
Yeah, but
relationship,
why?
Chikey.
But why?
Because there's a direct relationship because of the principle of
Relationship
isosceles
between what?
triangles. It's in book 1.
Why do
It's
they get
mainly
smaller?
due to the angles being the same, Chikey. It's a
No,
geometric
if the
principle.
angle's the same, the size doesn't
All right,
change.
all right.
The
Hey,
size
Chikey, calm
hey,
changes
down.
because
friend.
the angle
Hey,
changes.
Chike, friend.
Holy shit.
Hey, my friend Chike. Take a break. You're off your rocker on this. You don't know what's going on. Right?
Did I draw the lines to the end of those diamonds wrong?
Yeah, yeah. First of all,
What? They are straight lines.
um, yes, they are straight lines.
Right.
I
So
agree.
what changes there is the
However,
angle.
okay, no, you, it, um, it's
The
a
center doesn't
it's
move.
one. No, you're right. The center doesn't move, but it's one triangle across all of it, not separate
Well, you we can
like you're trying to
erase
do.
the top. We can
Just take a
erase the
break.
top.
Take a break.
We
Take a
can
break and think
erase.
about it.
Yeah, we can erase the
Honestly,
top. I
honestly,
can't
as
erase the
as
top.
one new friend to another new friend,
Sugar cookie.
just think about it. Think about it and come back.
I did. We can erase the top of the picture and look only on the low
No, you don't.
triangle.
You can't do that
We
because you
can.
don't have
Why?
to.
You want me to see me
You
do
can't
it?
just erase part of a triangle. No, no. You have Chike. Come on, man. This is this is. I mean, I'll give you this. It took me a while to wrap my mind around the top one. I mean, the one you posted that's the correct one, not the one you did. It did take me a while to wrap my mind around that with the isosceles triangle and the three verticals and the relationship between all of those. It did, but then I got it. I never came up with in my mind what you had posted with the diamonds and shit. That's not how it works. It's almost like you're trying to take perspective and uh orthogonal and combine them,
Here,
and it doesn't work like that.
that's exactly how it works.
Oh, no.
Exactly.
Like
You
this
want
next
that?
one that you don't have another try.
I don't need
Just
to.
stop.
No such thing as third person
Stop, dude.
perspective, Chike. There's nothing, no such thing.
Third
You
Yeah,
person
can't do
stop.
it. You
perspective.
can't
Stop.
do it
Stop it.
orthogonally.
No, there is no
No,
You're
I
perspective
agree.
in the orthogonal
hey,
view.
There's no.
There's no
blue.
I
Don't
agree,
fucking.
100%. So
perspective.
don't try it.
Perspective emerge from the
You don't
difference
like
in
blue
angle
is not
that
gonna
you
approve of any of.
see. From the difference
You're
in
gonna
angle you see in the
don't go back.
orthogonal.
Don't go back
Sugar
to
cookie,
blue
let me
server.
finish. Let me
Okay, but
finish
I'm just
my
trying to tell you, like as a new
I have
friend, like
when I finish,
don't
you
go
can
back
tell
to
me.
blue's server doing this shit, dude.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
I
The
mean, you're gonna get your ass
the
kicked. I mean,
sugar cookie.
we're being
Remember,
nice. We're actually being very nice because this is like
very considerate of you. Listen,
ridiculous. This
listen.
is ridiculous, Chikey.
Yeah, sure. Now the
Thank you. I
perspective.
am right saying that what you're saying is ridiculous.
Sugar cookie.
We both agree.
Can I finish one sentence?
Good lord.
My friend. So the perspective for the viewer emerges from the difference in the angles that we see in the orthogonal view. There is no perspective in the orthogonal view,
You
but
need a
we see the
triangle
angles. We see the angles. Yes, there are triangles. We see the
isosceles.
angles that go. No, there is
Adia.
no isosceles. You need an angle.
Hike. Stop. Just
You
please.
need an angle. Angle
You don't
measurements
know what
do
the
not need no
fuck.
isosceles.
Sugar cookie.
This
I
is
think
bad.
I know you're trying your hardest, and I know you're trying to
This is bad.
make friends, and it's obvious that you're getting frustrated. It's not
Yeah.
working. He's stuck on the angle. This can
Oh,
only be solved geometrically. That's where the problem lies with Chike.
yeah.
You know, you can't solve it by being friends with him and trying to reason. You've
No, but
lost it
it's like
all.
what? Come on, man. Stop while you're ahead. Like while you're behind. Like there's no. Like come on.
It's this argument,
ridiculous.
right? It's obvious that this argument has been kept contained by a group of people, and Chike doesn't know because he's never had this conversation with those people that he needs to have the conversation with. He has to come over here to show his delusions, to try and get some sort of semblance. Because if we argue against him, they've set it up that we're so bad and flat earth and disgusting. Anything we say that's different than what they say, that must mean that they're right. Because they've got it set up. There's no way we could possibly be right about anything.
It's so weird to watch him morph these images together, like the true thing that is actually real with what he came up with after that. And he says that they're the same thing. It's like, how do you not see the difference there? That's what I was trying to explain. Like, just stop.
It's the angle, isn't it?
Rethink.
It's the globe mind. I really think what we're going to be dealing with is what we're going to have to call the exploded mind. But it's not really. Yeah. It's the globe that's done it. It's a globe that's exploded the logical system.
Yeah, he's trying to fit. Look, he's got upside down triangles in.
Yeah, different angles, but he imagines them being the same. Or this is what he imagines level is horizontal being. Like, for some reason, he imagines it's got something to do with an angle.
Yeah, and none of those triangles get smaller in the distance because he's looking at it from orthogonal view. Muppet vision.
Parallel.
He doesn't understand Muppets, but he's using Muppet vision.
It's the parallels that he's done. He's done his head in. He can't get past parallels.
I liked when he said that the center, everything shrinks to the center. So if the two Muppets in the distance, it would slowly, their belly buttons would stay at Belmo's eye level, and they'd float up in the air, and their feet would eventually, as they go off in the distance, their feet would touch their chins, and then they would just disappear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what he imagines.
Yeah, I know.
No, that's
I mean,
what
you
happens.
can't make fun of somebody that
You literally just said that.
Yeah. What it is it's the horizon rising to eye level because somebody's under the mistaken idea that the to the crosshairs always.
Wait.
So that's what they think eye level is, where the crosshairs are. They've got really confused about this.
The horizon does not rise toward the eye level?
No, never has done,
No.
Chike. No, it's fucking ridiculous.
Listen
Who
carefully.
would be stupid enough to say that the horizon rises to the eye level or even beyond it?
Why wouldn't it? No.
It can't, Chike.
Why wouldn't it?
It
Because
can't.
it doesn't.
It's impossible.
It never has. It never will.
Why?
Because
that's
horizontals are parallel. They do not cross. How could a horizontal level line rise above your eye? From your feet above your eye. How could that possibly happen, Chike?
Reality check, Bev. Look at your room. Look at the corner.
Are you going to start arguing for the horizon to rise to eye level now, Chike? Because that would be ridiculous. Please don't do that.
I'm trying to speak and you talk over me, Bev. So you look at the floor. Yeah, look to the corner where the floor meets the wall. Which part of the floor is lower in your vision of you? The part that is closer to you or the part that is farther away from you? Which is rising up?
None of it. It's the floor. They've leveled the floor, right?
Yeah. So
okay.
You see, if you look away from yourself level, do you see the floor under you?
If the floor's level, then the floor's level. Like what point do you want to make sure it's level?
Or do you need to tilt your head down to see the floor that is closer to you and raise your head up to see the floor that is farther away?
I have to look down to look at my feet.
That is up and down.
My feet are generally below my head, so I have to look down to see my feet.
Yeah, but to look now, you look down to see your feet, but you look less down to see something that is farther away from you.
In the distance, yeah. In the distance is normally looking outwards, Chike, yeah.
So it's
I can
rising
normally
in-
do that
Generally, you have to
standing
look
up.
down to see your feet.
Yeah.
So it's rising in the field of view.
Yeah, that's normally my normal head position is looking
No.
straight forward, usually. And I have quite a large field of view that goes from the floor up
That's
into
fine.
the sky. I can see
That-
both the ground and the clouds, Chike,
that-
surprisingly
that-
enough.
That's fine. That's
Yeah,
fine. So
good.
why would the horizon rise to your eye level?
It doesn't.
And I know it doesn't.
I know,
But
but
why? Why?
Pe-
Why?
Well, people do think it does, you know.
But why, Bev?
Some people have even imagined that they've pictured it rising
is it
above
not
eye level,
rising?
Chikey.
Why is it not rising to your eye level?
Because it's a level and levels don't rise. They have zero slope, meaning no rise or no fall, Chikey. That's what level means.
I see. So, uh, rail tracks never meet, right? We never see them meet. Because why? Because they're apart from each other. So we never see them meet.
Yeah, the
together.
train wouldn't be able to ride on it, would it?
No. I said we never see them together.
They don't meet.
I didn't. I wasn't talking about do they meet or not. I said we never see them.
Yeah, we never see them meet because they don't meet.
We never?
That's why. Yeah, that's why we don't see them meet.
Really? We never see them meet.
Mm-hmm.
At the distance, we can see them apart from each other, right?
Yeah, they don't meet,
They're
Chikey.
always apart.
No,
They
I
don't meet.
didn't say they are apart or not. I said see them.
Yeah,
Well-
you don't see them meet because
do.
they don't meet.
So why do we see them meet?
I
Why do you
don't.
think you see them meet?
Because that's
Because
what we
you're
see,
not bright enough to know that they don't meet.
but we see them meet.
It's the exploded mind.
You
Chikey.
think you see them meet,
What do you
but they
mean
don't
we
meet.
think? I know they don't.
Because we all know they don't meet, right? They don't meet.
We do. But why do
Great.
we
So
see
you
them?
know that they're not meeting. No, you
That's
think you see
very-
them meet, but they don't meet.
What do you mean you think you see them meet?
It's
You see what
actually
you-
sugar
Well, we all
cookie.
know they don't meet.
Sugar
That's
cookie.
We all
This
know they
might
don't
actually
meet.
be your
Great,
time
I
to come
know.
in. Do you want to try
I know.
suspending
I know for-
disbelief with Chikey? That might be
I
what
know
he's
for a
doing here.
fact- I know for a fact the horizon is an arc.
Because
or
we
a
know
circle,
that
but
they
then-
don't meet, right, Chikey? We
Bevan
absolutely
said-
know that they don't meet, but you want to say
But I
that
don't-
you see them meet, don't you?
Yes.
You have
so-
to suspend the belief that they
No, you
don't
don't need to
meet in order for your
I
mind
don't
to
need to
imagine that they do.
And I don't need to suspend anything. I just need to look at them. I know for a fact that the horizon is an arc or a circle, yet Bev insists it's a straight line.
I have a question for you, Chikey, when you're ready.
Wow,
Right.
that's brilliant. You know
Why
for
you
a fact. How
see
do you
the
know
straight
that for a
line?
fact, Chikey?
Well, which part of the horizon is farther away from you more than other parts? Can you tell me which
You
way
can't
need
you
to
can't
look at the
measure. It's
horizon?
it's an apparent position,
No,
Chikey.
which part? I didn't ask you to measure. I'm asking you which part of the horizon is farther away from you than the other part.
You can't
Which part
measure
is
it, Chikey.
closer?
You can't measure
Which
it, so
part-
therefore what you're saying is a load of
well,
rubbish.
You can't measure it. Why do you say it's a straight line?
It is. The horizon
How do you
is
know if you can
horizontal.
measure it?
All
How do you
horizontals
say-
are
how do you say-
parallel to the
But I know
plane
for a
of
fact-
the horizon,
I
Chikey.
know for a
It
fact,
doesn't matter how far it is away.
but every part of the horizon the same distance from you. There's no part of the horizon
That you
closer
can't
to
measure
or
a
farther away
distance to
from
the
you.
horizon, Chikey.
Yes,
It's
you
an
can.
apparent
Yes, you
position.
can.
No, you
Yes,
can't.
You never get there.
Sure you can.
No.
Sure you can.
You can never,
It's not
you can
a
never get there.
physical place, Chikey. It's an apparent position.
I know.
If you
and
go,
I
if
can
you start from
measure-
the
I can measure
Chikey,
distance
start
to a
from
current
start
position.
start from the Chikey, start from the beach, and then go to the horizon, and then tell me when you get there.
No, I will not go to the horizon. I will send someone else. And the minute he start to disappear from me, his shoes, I'll tell him, stop, mark your point. Let's move. Let's move around. And I'll guarantee you,
By the way,
every point he will be in there on the horizon will be the same distance from me. So that's a circle.
I think we're making a real breakthrough here, Chike.
No, you don't.
Yeah, I do. In fact, I want to know,
I
like
posted the
when
three.
you're actually, hang on. I want to know when you're not obsessed with Bev. What do you do for fun? What do you like to do? Like, do you have any hobbies or anything?
I like playing with Bev. You see
Did you
the
just say
three.
you like playing with Bev?
Yes.
That's it. That's your
Wow.
hobby.
Yeah, that's my hobby now.
Chikey,
May change, but
slightly
right now.
obsessed there,
So
Chikey.
slightly.
Are you sure this is
But
healthy?
Bev.
I mean, do you go play pool or like
I don't
go
play
for
pool.
walks or
No,
anything,
I don't
or
play.
you
No.
have a dog?
Yeah, I walk. No, I don't have dog.
You have a cat?
No.
I'd say
A
you've
hamster?
already lost, Chikey, in your playing.
So I posted
Whatever game that is you imagine
the
you're playing.
observer, the tower, and the mountain, and you can
So,
do
do
Three
you
any
have
line,
like
triangles.
anything like that
whichever
you
way you want.
do?
You can draw whichever line you want,
Three
and make
triangles.
sense of it. Yeah, to
Three
make
triangles, Chikey. Are you seeing this?
Yeah.
I don't know whether you're in control of what
I
you're doing,
see
but you've
this,
just wrote three
so
triangles, and those
I
triangles
know
have
what I do.
three sides and 3
You
points.
don't need to tell
Three,
me
three,
what I
three.
drew because
Yeah,
I drew it and I know what I drew. You don't need to tell me.
yeah.
So I let you now draw what you want on it to make sense of it
Like
and
kickball or something?
make the observer see the top of the big triangle below the top of the small triangle
Maybe like a poker,
on
like
your
a
level
poker
is
league.
horizontal earth.
Easy. All you have to do is make the triangle on the right hand side really small.
Well, but it's bigger. You can't make it small.
You can.
Yeah, I'm trying to think like
Just move it further away.
Go ahead.
You know,
Move it
triangles are
far
different,
as you want.
scalable, right? It's still going to be this. You've not put any size on it.
Bev,
It's still going to be the
you
same
don't
triangle.
understand Muppets, but you're
I,
still going to
I,
use
I,
Muppet vision.
I don't care. Put it as far away as you
What do you
can.
mean you don't care? Come on, Chike. Like,
Said.
do you like volunteer anywhere? Like, what else? What else? What else do you do? There's got to be something, right?
On,
Like, you get out and about, like
only small people
some
discuss.
things,
Only small
like
minds
in
discuss
unity
people.
or something.
Sugar. Small people discuss people. And
No,
Small
I'm
people.
discussing. Like, I thought we were making friends.
small minds discuss
Small people. I'm small person.
You're
Yeah, I
short.
mean, I'm six. I'm
Well,
six foot
you're a
three
small
and
person.
a half.
I think he's got something against small people, Chikey.
Oh, you must be smart if you.
He's just
Yeah.
obsessed with
Have you
them.
seen that?
I can
Have
fit
you?
in his
Okay,
mind. I can fit in his
Randy
mind.
Newman has a song. It's short people don't.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Yeah, that's Ricky's song.
deserve to live. Yeah, that's yeah. Grubby little feet. You know,
Yeah, don't want no short people.
walk around telling great big lies and like it's a I don't think he could get, I don't think Randy Newman could get away with that song nowadays.
So you take this picture.
Oh, I think you could.
Start, and you can move anything anywhere you want.
Put Bev there, right?
As long as the small
Right.
triangle is in the middle. It's somewhere in the middle between the eye triangle and the observer.
Jake, do you have a local pub?
Only small minds discuss people.
What's your favorite kind of beer, Jake?
I don't drink beer.
What's your favorite kind of tea?
I don't drink tea either.
Ooh, coffee.
What's your favorite kind of water? Yeah, coffee.
H2O.
What's your favorite kind? Fiji water?
H2O.
H's and O's.
You know, my water come from near the Dead Sea.
The earth?
Near Dead Sea.
Ooh, low elevation water.
That's holy water. They come from Jerusalem all the way down to the Dead Sea.
That's probably really good
low
for
down
you,
there,
right?
isn't it? That's a low elevation, isn't it?
Yeah, 400 meters below sea level.
Wow. Is that where you are? Below sea level?
No, I'm a bit above sea level, about 40, 50 meters.
50
So you
feet
get the
or
good one.
40, 50 meters above sea level.
Meters, I didn't
Meters.
start.
That'd be about the same. I think spot on was about that. Where's the
What about cheese? Are you a cheese fan?
where is the elevation point mean sea level for your area?
A bit west.
Where is it?
A bit west. 3 kilometers west is the sea.
Yeah, no, but where's the benchmark for the mean sea level? Where do they measure
I
it?
don't know.
at?
I don't look for benchmark.
Where's your mean set?
I don't know. Tides are not big here. Maybe half a meter.
Half a meter? Did you just say?
Maybe
Switch.
half a meter.
What does that mean? Like where?
Means that
In the
between
UK,
low
they
elevation
measure it
and
at
high
Newlyn.
elevation.
It's like one station where they measure
Well, we
the.
don't have much places to measure it, and I believe it's all the same.
What's all the
Doesn't matter
same?
much. It does.
How you measure it? You've got to have a set point.
Someone measure it. I'm sure.
Yeah, someone
There
did.
is oceanic research facility near Haifa. I'm sure they measure the tides.
Okay.
Their
So you would be
facility
able
is
to
built
find
above the water.
the main point that the
Their
mean was set
facility,
at.
their facility is built above the water.
Yeah. Do you have benchmarks around there anywhere?
No, not that I know.
Mm. Have a get somebody to point out to you the benchmarks
No,
around
I'm
the
sure
area.
if I look it up, I'll find benchmark.
But you know that you're at about 50. Is that because you've got Google Earth out?
Yeah, Google Earth says it's about
Put your little
50,
pointer
yeah.
on there, and that's
I
told
can,
you
I
what
can,
elevation you're at.
I can make it more accurate if I'll use the barometer on my phone and I'll sync it to
Barometer on
nearest.
your phone?
Yeah, and
What,
I'll
for
sync.
elevation?
Yes.
Wow. You think that's more
Yeah.
accurate than the actual
Well,
elevation readings?
if you sync it with your local airport, then yes.
Sync it with your local airport.
Yes, because they measure their their pressure, they know their elevation, and from that you can infer what elevation you are based on the air pressure.
Oh, that's good.
Do you have that? Do you have that image that shows elevation versus
You know what? I'll do it. Hold on. I'll get the phone.
altitude? So anyway, Chuggy, so are you a cheese guy? Like I can't stand gorgonzola.
Have you ever tried Lancashire? Do you have that?
No. I'm
Might
sure we
just be.
do, but it's not very common.
Well, yeah.
Lancashire.
Yeah, Lancashire cheese. It's like Cheshire cheese and cheddar.
Cheddar. Oh, so it's yellow?
Well, no. Lancashire's white, and it comes crumbly
okay.
or smooth.
Oh, okay.
I was just asking
Like I
whether
like
you ever
feta.
tried it.
I'm a fan of the feta. I'll look that up.
So you're talking about altitude there, though, right, Chikey? With barometric that's altitude,
Yeah,
not
well, what's
elevation.
altitude, elevation? It's the same shit.
No, altitude is above the ground, and the elevation is of the ground. You don't get aeroplanes measuring elevation.
Well, I'll get my elevations because I'm on the ground.
Okay. Is this like a land sextant deal? That, like only available to blue marble scientists, said with frantic bunny ears.
Yeah.
Just the barometer.
Because altitude and elevation are different things. They're measured from different points, right, Chike?
Hold on, let me find this thing.
What are you trying to upload?
Yeah, currently Googling mode. Checks in Googling mode.
Do you have you were curving the elevation profiles. Are you like Blue? Do you have air curving as well with the like when you say altitude? Do you think that's a curvature of the air?
Like Chike, you keep posting stuff that you should just stop doing that. It makes you look dumber.
Few pictures here, Chikey. You notice in all of these pictures, whenever they have mean sea level, it's always a straight line. But that picture's showing you that the elevation's above the land, above the mean sea level, and the altitude is the in the air. You don't imagine that curves any like, and do you? Do you imagine
Water
that?
doesn't.
Yeah, the mean sea level in that picture is a straight line, and the elevation is measured, as a straight line in relation to the other bit, and the altitude is measured as like a vertical. Like all of those verticals in that picture there, they're parallel.
Well, he was saying you got the water from up his hill, right? That's what he was saying. Like he gets the water from like the cool people. It comes down, but it's above sea level. I think that's what he was saying, right? So he gets the water. We were talking about like, do you like Fiji water? Like, no, I get water from the ground.
I've got a few bits here. It says altitude, the vertical distance between an object and the Earth's surface, versus elevation, the vertical distance between an object and the standard mean sea level. Are they the same thing? So, when they say the mean sea level, is that what they mean by the Earth's surface in altitude? I'll have a look for some more for you, Chikey.
Now, altitude changes with temperature because it's measured in inches in mercury.
Oh, so there's other factors in the. I see. Yeah.
There is a baseline.
Yeah,
it's 15 degrees Celsius at sea level, but then the temperature changes the QFE, field elevation. So it changes from day to day.
There you go, Chikey.
So my phone has problem finding satellites, so it doesn't know the location. Can't find the near airport.
This is a good conversation, Chikey. Overall, I'm glad you're kind of learning with.
I like the way that he's brought this conversation around. Will you be having this conversation over at Blue Marble Sciences? Frantic Bunny is.
Airports must know their correct elevation, or airplane will crash, right? So they know the elevation. They know the air pressure where they are, so it's easy to tell others my pressure is this and my elevation is this, and from that you can find out what is your elevation.
Elevation and altitude.
They're all They're all straight lines, Chike. Have you found any,
100%.
that help you out? Or like, is this what you're meaning when you're talking about the elevation and altitude? With the, the
Doing the
relationship between the vertical and the horizontal, just appearing in these
standing on the
pictures to
roof.
be parallel.
You standing on the roof, you have an elevation. You jump from the roof while you're in free fall. You don't have elevation. You have altitude, right? The same thing. Who cares?
Free fall.
Well,
Why did you say Chike? Why did you say free fall?
because it's free fall. You while you're falling down, there are no forces acting on you.
We've got quite a few little pictures here, Chike.
I don't know what water tables are.
Are you with
I mean,
this?
come on.
Are you looking? There's difference between height, elevation, and altitude.
What is the difference? Difference is if your feet
Look
are
in
on
live
the
chat.
ground, you have
That-
altitude.
There's
Yeah,
loads
that's
of
Chike.
it.
pictures. It's dead ezy. This is one
Chike,
of
you
the
just-
best, one of the most
Yeah,
asked
if
Look
you
at live
questions.
stand
chat.
on the
It is.
ground, if you stand on
Look
the
at live
ground,
chat.
I do. If you stand on the ground, you have
Just
elevation. If
posted
you
it.
jump up above the ground, you have altitude.
No. You jump. Are you talking about jumping?
Yeah.
Chike, what's so funny?
That's a blue marble giggle. That.
No, that was me.
Yeah.
Sorry.
All right. Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean,
Please,
it is
Elevation.
hilarious.
What's your
Please, can you
elevation?
not
What's your
laugh at the
Wait. What's
The
your
learning.
elevation?
yeah, the
What's your elevation, Sugar Cookie? While you're not touching the ground, while you jump out and not
I don't
touching the
know.
ground.
you're
You
jumping
don't
up.
have elevation. You have
I have
Jump
altitude.
up,
no
jump
idea.
up,
You're
and
not on
get
the ground.
down.
Is
With
my
Chikey. Come on,
elevation?
Chikey, let's get going.
Yeah, you got to get up to get down, right? That's what I was saying.
Jump,
Yeah, but
jump,
while
jump.
you're up,
My
Daddy Mac.
elevation, how high I can
Yeah.
jump.
while you didn't reach down, you have altitude, not elevation, because
You
you're
reach
not
down
on the
before
ground.
the jump,
I-
like to get a
know.
good,
Yeah, you gotta
good
get a little,
jump.
But it's
get
the
some,
fucking
yeah,
same thing.
get a little spring in there.
Yeah.
Okay, you're on the top of the roof and you have a balloon.
Now, what's your next question?
Floating around.
What's
And you
what's
let
your
it
next
float,
brain
you let it
buster,
float.
Chad?
On the top
Or
of the
someone
roof.
let a balloon that's below you, let it float. The balloon have altitude because it's not on the ground, but you on the roof above it, standing, you have elevation.
I'm not
because your
standing
feet
on a
are
roof,
the
Chad.
ground. Let's say you did.
I am not. I can tell you this. I am
I
not
know you
standing
are
on a
on the
roof.
That would be classed as being at an elevation, though, right? Because he stood on something that has a height above the mean sea level, so he would
Right,
be
so-
at an
the only-
elevation. He wouldn't be flying in a plane.
But
That's
No,
not
I'm just-
elevation. Like you don't want to have a plane at an elevation unless it's taking off or landing.
I don't know my.
Right, that's the
I don't
only
know-
time you
I
want to
don't
have
know
a
my-
plane flying at elevation.
but if
I
you
think my elevation right now, sitting in a chair, is about 1,000 feet above sea level.
so
Ooh, you high
your
boy.
elevation is 1,000 feet above sea level, and
Roughly.
airplanes that are at the same distance from mean sea level are having altitude and not elevation.
So you could have
But
been
it's
sat on one
all-
of Chikey's
Hey,
red
what
lines.
does it make? Are you
Yeah,
correct?
it should totally be. Could be a red
Same-
line.
It's the same thing. Just you don't touch the ground, or you do touch the ground, but
It's,
the same
Jack,
thing.
this sounds like a fundamental misunderstanding of basically everything in the entire known universe of
Not
things.
Yeah, you
mine.
can't have been in. Are you new to this sort of conversation, Chikey?
Well,
Because I mean, I've
I
been
don't
around
have
for a few
any-
years, but I think
What's
I've
my
got a better
misunderstanding?
understanding of what
What's
your
my misunderstanding?
optics,
Everything is what it says.
geometry.
Yeah, optics for one,
Really?
altitude,
Test me, babe.
mean sea level, elevation. The list goes
Test me on
on
geometry, babe.
and on.
Let's see.
Triangles, stadia measurements. I mean, what?
No, don't worry, I'll do better than that. I found.
How many more
I use the
stupid
Stadia.
pictures
I
do you
use
want
the
to fucking
Stadia.
post?
I use the Stadia to find Bev distance
No, you don't
from
use a
backbone.
study to define
You
shit.
don't. You can't let me finish. It's in your
Yeah,
blood.
because I'm gonna let you finish a stupid sentence. I'm being a friend again.
What do you mean? What do you mean? You did stupid sentence. I found. That's in the past. It Bev distance from Blackpool Tower using the study
No, you
line
didn't.
without.
No, you didn't.
You didn't. Okay, I did.
You did not find
If you say
anything.
you didn't, you're right. However, I
Okay,
found
well
the
then,
distance to be about
why?
20 miles away
That's
from
right.
the.
That's why I'm trying to stop you from continuing
I
your
found the
stupid
distance
sentence.
to be about 20 miles from the tower. What can you do?
Chike, I mean, I agree. At some point, I mean, you were entertaining. Now you're just
What do you
hopeless.
mean? That's your opinion.
Well, yeah,
Your opinion that I'm being hopeless. That's your opinion.
yeah,
You can't articulate
yes.
this opinion. You can't explain
No, I just
exactly
did.
why. You can't do
But
it.
you just
But
did,
I'm.
and you agreed that it was his
I
opinion.
just did. I gave several examples.
No, you didn't. You didn't articulate it. You said I'm hopeless. That's it.
Yes, yes, I did. You're
Right.
right.
Oh, you're asserting I'm hopeless. That's it.
My opinion is based on all of the things I said previously.
What are they?
You don't know the difference between elevation, height, and
I just
altitude.
stated it.
Not to mention you're starting to do like static hair
I
measurements with
just
some
I just did.
wonky ass
I just
bullshit.
did.
You're posting fucking curved elevation profiles. You are ridiculous, Jake. What the heck? What the heck? How many more? Do you want more examples to back up my opinion of you being ridiculous? Come
I
on.
said exactly what elevation, what altitude is. The altitude, if you touch the ground.
So you're gonna pinpoint that one thing
You
now
don't
after
touch
you
the ground.
Googled it. So
Why
what
did
about the
you need
9
to?
other things I
What
said?
the fuck? Google it. What am I, idiot?
What about the 9 other things I said?
I didn't hear nine.
Yeah, well, whatever the
Nine.
bazillion or whatever. Uh,
You say
the in
nine, but you didn't have
the
nine.
numerous. How about this? How about the numerous other things I
I don't
said?
know. You say numerous. Just bring one.
Do you need to clean your ears out also? Like what's going on with you?
Hold on. I'll check my phone.
Check your ears while you're at it.
Are you super trolling, Chike? Because this sounds like you're saying
Amazing.
some really stupid shit. Just making sure that you're not gonna play there.
Like I think
Well,
you
you
really.
know, I was just joking. Because I mean, like, who could possibly say such stupid shit as what I'm saying?
I know. I don't think it can come back with it like that though. Like near, far. Like I don't know, man. Like I asked him what he does in his spare time when he's not obsessed with Bev, with you.
And he says,
He
"Play with me."
did. That's it. That's it. Like that's why it's like, do you have a
Super
favorite
obsessed.
cheese or whatever? You know?
I'm eating Lancashire cheese right now. I think you made me do that.
Have to get some of that. Yeah, I googled it. Get some. It's probably gonna be gross though. Like cards like gin rummy or something, you know.
Oh, it
Mexican
was
cream
nice seeing you,
dominoes.
Chike. I think it's probably time for you to go. But it was great to see you. Thanks.
Same. Oh yeah, it's weird.
I think this should
See
go
you,
as a
Chike.
warning, Chikey, of exactly what happens when you attempt to enter into the level is horizontal geometric argument. I'm guessing that's what's put you here, Chikey. It's just a bit too much for some globe minds to take.
Yeah, especially when they come into the conversation with the intent of his own words in summary is to ridicule and something else that's nefarious, and then come out looking like a boob. It's gotta hurt, like the ego part of him, and then us schooling him as he's trying to do that. It's weird. And then being friendly about it, like us being friendly to him about him, being a dumb dumb. Not a good look. I mean, it's just like, honestly, get in a remote control car or something. Play with that for a
I think
while.
the Muppets really calmed everything down for him, which was great.
Yeah.
Reversed him back to that childlike state where he felt comfortable.
Yeah.
Might be a good tactic to use that one. If anybody else,
Yeah. Remote control cars.
When the next Chike person comes in, just remember that the Muppet thing to, give them a childlike link.
Yeah. That's too much. I'm not going to go to Twitter. Near, bigger,
Oh, look
far,
at that.
smaller. What's the
That tweet. Do
the
you know
confusion?
anyone know Quantum Chicken? Because he's in it, isn't he?
Yes, exactly, Mobius. That's what I was saying. Not here. I am here to shame you. Yeah, that's the one he said to shame you, and then I don't know, last week or so he said ridicule. So ridicule and shame is Chike's purpose for being here. It's got to be a strike to his ego, And he gets taught about stuff. Ooh, gotta hurt.
He's not on his own, Chike, though, is he? There is a group of you, isn't there, Chike? You've got like I have a hate fan club.
I hope not.
Oh, I do, yeah. I have a massive hate fan club.
Yeah, but I hope they're not feeding him information the entire time he's here.
They're feeding everybody each other with all of the lies about all sorts of stuff that they all think.
Yeah, but they're just kicking Chike out the door when he comes over here, and they're not helping him.
Yeah, I think
if they are.
See that one that they're talking about, James Hawke. Quantum Chicken is. I thought that was QE myself.
Because the quantum.
No, James Hawke. No, the James Hawke character. I thought that might have been QE.
Oh.
But apparently he doesn't like us and he thinks we're a shill. Whatever that means.
Shill for what?
Don't
like
know.
To me, a shill means like you're basically advertising for somebody else for like an apparent reason. Shilling for what?
I don't think they know. It's just something, right? That's
Something
somebody
to
that's
say.
shouting out to his flat earth friends that they shouldn't come here.
Oh yeah.
Is Chike rocking in the background?
I think so, yeah. I think he might have fallen asleep. He sounds like he's been up all night, obsessed about something. I don't know what it is that he's obsessed about now.
It's you.
Again?
We even said it. Yeah.
No way. Chike wouldn't. Hey, Chike's a grown man. I mean, you can't be obsessed about another person. It must be the argument, right? He must be trying to work out how level can be horizontal and how you can fit that onto a model.
No, he's just obsessed with you.
Okay. Well, should we do an OnlyFans, Chike? Should we treat this as an OnlyFans session then? Come on in. Come and
Bev,
sit on the
seriously,
couch,
Bev.
Chikey. Come on.
Oh
Yeah,
my
right.
god!
Bev,
I
Bev.
just laughed so
Emma, with the
hard.
webcam.
hang on.
Bev,
Bev, you've got to do
you
an
sh-
OnlyFans, please.
you absolutely have to. That is
You already
hilarious.
booked up,
That
Emma.
would be the funniest thing, and you have to stand there with your level. Obviously, with all your clothes on. No one wants to see you with no clothes on.
A little bit, so it's not level. Let me see that bubble, bro.
Oh yeah, water level. You could just rip the piss out of them.
Make that bubble not go. Make that bubble sideways, bro. Come on, do it. I'll give you £5.
Yeah, we could hand it out. There you go, Chike. Bev's got an
Oh,
OnlyFans for you.
Yeah, taking pictures. Oh yeah. There
I
it
should
is,
do
right
that,
there,
shouldn't
in the
I? I
middle, right in
should
the
like
middle. Yeah.
only go
Right in
to
the
my
middle.
OnlyFans. If people want to come in like Chikey, say, I'm sorry, let's come over to the OnlyFans room before we can have a
But you
conversation.
have an OnlyFans?
Oh, anybody who wants to debate you, anybody who wants to have a conversation from you from that side, they have to go to OnlyFans.
Yeah.
So that there's
Yeah,
definitely a fair.
the neutral platform where like the camera zoomed in on the top of a picture, like leveling it with a bubble level. They're like, oh yeah, right there, right in the middle. Right in the middle. Yes.
Looking at the horizon below the crosshair.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
look at that.
Oh yeah, that right there. Yeah.
Oh my God, yes. It's you on a chair, like 15 miles away. You're 15 miles away on a chair in front of Blackpool Tower.
Near. Far.
Now, yeah, he'd have to be in the air, right? Because it would be at eye level.
Near.
I might have to do that. Go and
1,200
take
foot
a
everywhere.
chair. It's a good day
Seriously.
today.
Our OnlyFans, honestly, seriously, sign up for it. It'd be hilarious.
Come on, we could go
Emma,
and take the
I'll
chair.
join your OnlyFans that
Go
you already have.
Go and take a chair. Get me,
Who already
get me
has?
level. Hold
I
it
don't
in my
have one.
hand, and put me top hat on.
Fab hat.
Yeah, top hat.
Yeah, top hat.
And have
Sat
your
on the
pipe.
beach, Blackpool Tower
like
in the
a-
background. Get me lad to take a picture of us.
What kind of coat would you
We
be
got a
wearing?
gadget to draw it.
You would be wearing shorts and like a coat, like a suit coat,
I don't wear shorts.
double breasted.
He's a man. He does not wear shorts.
T-shirt. It'd be the best you'll ever get me wearing.
V-neck. Got to do a V-neck if you're doing OnlyFans, right?
We could do to get a design. Could do to open a T-shirt shop, and then I can wear one of my own T-shirt designs.
Yeah.
OnlyFans.
In fact,
Only
we could
level.
make this the picture that we put on the T-shirt. Me with me level sat in a chair with a top hat on, with Blackpool Tower in the background or next to me.
400 foot tall.
Yeah, 300 foot Bev.
Stomping everywhere, leveling things out,
Measuring rod, level, top hat.
Grading the earth.
Can you wear some wellies as well, just for fun?
Wellies? I've got boots. I've got work boots. I only ever wear work boots. They're the only shoes I have.
Yeah, well, don't
you
waste
need a
them up.
high vis vest.
They work just as good on the beach as they do around the shopping things around Aldi.
It's like an everywhere outfit.
Yeah, steel toe cap boots. I mean, you can't go wrong with them, can you?
Yeah, I know. I don't think so.
It's just because I like to think that I'm a worker. I just got used to wearing steel toe cap boots. Although, as they say, Chikey, I've never worked a day of my life. You know how it is, us as being scroungers and carers. What it's like, it's terrible.
Right, get signing up for OnlyFans.
Yeah, now, before somebody takes it.
Yeah.
Bev at OnlyFans.com. Or however it works.
I have no clue. Sugar Cookie seems to be the most knowledgeable.
So I would just like logical steps, like I don't know.
I'm pretty sure Bev is probably taken the OnlyFans. Going to have to come up with something else.
On the
Where's
level at.
Where's Chike gone?
He's still
He's
here.
good.
He's still here. He's fallen
He
asleep.
just passed out.
He
Very
fell asleep.
quiet.
Yes.
You
It's
fall
like,
asleep?
what should I do? What should I
Yeah.
do, you guys? I made a fucking total boob of myself. What can I say next?
He must have been in here all night, was he?
I don't
Pretty
know.
much.
It started off pretty heavy this morning. I think Buster set him off this morning. He got
Yeah, I
upset
had a
at
bit of
Buster
that.
for not playing his guitar. Well, I don't know. That's a 2.5 hour recording, that, Chike. What should we title it as?
Chike makes friends with Sugar Cookie.
I think you should just start at the Muppet part and say
Near.
Chike meets the Muppets.
Oh, I'm not gonna go and edit any of that. I'm just gonna literally I'm gonna put it out like this now. Like well, this is the end of the video. We're summing it all up now.
Dude, yeah, it's all right. So it's Chike meets some Muppets, posts stupid pictures, doesn't understand any. It's a very long title, I guess.
Yeah.
Of course, they're going to call us the Muppets if it says Chike meets the Muppets. So maybe we should
I
come up
like
with a
that.
different
That's
one.
good. That's good. Chike meets the Muppets near far.
Chike psychoanalyzed by the Muppets.
near V far.
By the way, when you said you'd make a terrible psychotherapist or psychologist or whatever or psychiatrist to me,
Yeah.
it just clicked, and I'm like, oh my God, you're right. I really need to do better. And then
Cut right
it
to
was
the heart.
immediately like, okay, how would I do